know I'm full of self-doubt, and to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey everyone, welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Smash that like button. Thank you so much. We got Andrea and Unnatural Ginger. We had Dre the Stallion, but it seems Dre might have some internet connectivity problems. So let me add Andrea, Natural Ginger. You're both live. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Monty. Good evening, chat.
Hey, Monty.
Hiya.
Hey, what's up? So what you guys want to talk about? Can we talk about first? Mrs. Fields got an email, very interesting. If you watch the first about less than 15 minutes of her stream, she was talking about the email she got from YouTube regarding false copyright claims, and we know who that specific person is, right? Of course, it will be Foodie Beauty. So, like I've said before, a lot of people don't understand this, but when you are saying that you're putting a copyright strike on somebody, you're saying that they're not within their rights of fair use, right? Like they're actually stealing your content, for a lack of a better word. So when you're saying that, you're asserting that legally you have the right to remove their content from the site. But when you're abusing the system, like obviously Foodie Beauty has done multiple times,
Yes.
YouTube starts to look at her and saying, "Listen, we are going to remove your channel if you keep doing this because this
Yeah.
is wrong and you're not supposed to be doing this. So
Mhm.
stop." So it's rather interesting that Mrs. Fields showed the email and everything, because that is maybe why Foodie Beauty is now playing nice with me, because I'm wondering why is last night she was all gun-ho, he's bullying DLF, he's doing this, he's doing that, then all of a sudden now she's messaging me in my DMs being nice, saying that, oh, as long as you're within your rights you can do whatever. I think what's happening is that, hey, I think she got that email saying if you keep doing this, we are
I
going to
hope she
remove your
did,
channel.
Monty. I
Yeah.
really hope she did, because I don't think she knows what copyright striking or whatever you want to call it is all about. I still don't think that, even after all this time. And I think a lot of people could agree with that.
I agree.
And if they have sent her that does point to why she's now buttering up to you, shall we say. I hope they have sent her that. I hope she takes heed of it, and I hope she stops with this nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
She talks big. Hey, Dre, I saw Dre come on and say.
Also, hey, Foodie. Hope you enjoyed the live stream last night.
All right. I woke up and I was like, "What is this?" And then I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Wait a minute. It was great. It was great, and it was just the right amount of petty. And then we had a good discussion after that. So I was like, "Yeah, this is good." But absolutely, I agree 100% with Natural Ginger. And she is, one part of her is a bully, just doing whatever she can to use whatever system she can to retaliate against people. And then she has no idea what she's talking about. She has no idea what she's doing. And she just, she uses the police system. She threatens to use the police system, where she lives in the same way. You're doing something I don't like, so I'm going to lie on you, basically. She did that with her friend, what's her face, with the name that was on
Shannon?
She was on
Come on, Shannon?
Shannon, the other one that she threatened to call CPS on.
Yaba?
No, not Yaba, her friend.
No, it was Mana. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
So she threatened her falsely. She she lied and said a bunch of stuff that about her parenting situation, which evidently was not true. But she's like, that's the kind of person I am. That's what I'm going to do. So that's a pattern of behavior. And now that, I take it that she saw, okay, Monty actually knows what's going on. There can actually be consequences against me. I better try to butter up. But she's so fucking transparent and vapid that everybody saw what she was doing. I said it before he got into the video good. I was like, she's just doing that because she realized she's going to get Natter's channel yeeted and he's going to be mad at her. That's the only reason she did that. That's the only reason why she was in his DMs asking about anything, just to try to test the waters, to see what kind of response she would get from him. And the fact of the matter is, this is what children do all the time. Children do it all the time. Okay?
I think she's got to understand that what she sees or what she defines as fair use in her head, it doesn't refer to it being fair on her. The way she's feeling. It's like it's not fair sort of strike.
Yeah,
it's not that, is it?
It's completely childish.
Hello, Sandra. Hi, Dre.
Hey, no, you're right. To her, fair just means that it's my way or the highway. That's not how fair works. Yeah. It's not my way or the highway.
Dre, you're cutting in and out, honey.
Am I cutting in now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You're fine now.
Yeah.
I think it was feedback from somebody. So please, if you're not speaking, mute your mics.
Hang on.
No, but was it no? But I'm just saying that to her, fair is just meaning that, oh, it's my way or the highway. That's just how she works. You know, her mom, she literally has the mind of a child, and it's just like in to something that Andrew was saying as far as her seeing the court system and the law system. It's just like it is so. Oh, and forgive me if anyone gets offended, but it's so Karen-esque. It's such a Karen thing. She like I cannot stand it. Like the whole like, oh my god, I'm gonna call the court system. I'm like, she doesn't like, and I mean I hate to bring race into it, but just for a second, she does not realize that's her privilege right there. That whole I'm calling the police. It's like, ma'am, not everybody has that same level of privilege that what you do. That whole you want, and mind you, and that whole, oh, you want to call the police now because it's what? Because
He's with
basically
Dee
you
now,
mad.
so she gotta call the police.
Right, but it's just because of the fact that why? Because she's mad that she's not getting her way. I'm sorry, but that's
absolutely what it is.
that is her privilege. That is literally right there, her privilege at its finest. I hate to be that person, but that's what it is, and it's so infuriating because it's like, ma'am, do you not understand that it's just like, okay, she Lord.
Oh, I know you. I can sense your infuriation, Dre. I really
Yes.
can.
No,
it's
and
coming through.
Really because it's so seething because she doesn't understand how like, especially even here in America, how that can just be so. How that can literally now, mind you, you would think the police de-escalate. They don't. In my opinion, I'm sorry, they don't de-escalate. They escalate the situation. It makes it worse, and yet she thinks that, oh well, this is basically the thing to do because I'm mad because I'm not getting my way, and it's just like, ma'am, do you not understand? And how literally in a matter of a second, because you call the police, it can go from 0 to 100, and you're literally.
To be fair, they're in Canada. I don't know how it is in Canada, but
true. That's the only thing. But that's the only thing though. But she doesn't understand that it's like even then it's still right. Hey. I mean, again, look, but again, but I'm sorry though. It's just that's just one of my biggest gripes when she uses the law system. Personally, for me, it's such a
fair use thing is. It's not a case of it hurting your fifis. It's
at all.
Is it?
At all.
Right.
YouTube's made it very clear. They were very clear. It was a big battle regarding reaction channels. It's very clear. You may not like it, but it is what it is. And she can totally get Natter's channel yeeted. Couldn't happen to a better piece of shit because that's what he is.
Preach.
And
Preach, girl.
it just is what it is. And Chantal, probably felt some of that steam coming off of Monty, because I was like, oh, he's not playing around. And so I think it's great. I hope they both experience consequences. And we know for a fact that it was Chantal gassing up Natter. Natter was probably mad because we hurt his little shallow, fragile ego talking about him. So they're just trying to come for him. And they thought that they would be successful the same way they thought they would be successful with Mrs. Fields, because this is how these people think. But it's not their playground. This is YouTube's playground. And, she abuses any platform that she's on for her own ends, for her own reasons. But she forgets that everybody else isn't operating in a drug-fueled craze. We get up, we go to work, we come back. For the most part, we know what we're doing when we're about our business, for the most part, most of us. But she forgets that. She does things on a whim. And she claimed like 2 hours of the stream. That is totally
crackhead.
You can't say that's an error. You did that. You did it on purpose.
Exactly.
She's just scared. They're both scared.
Dre, all I want to say, and I'm going to get off after this, is Dre, thank you so much last night for having our backs.
You're
all
welcome.
of us who are just ugly, hopeless, old fags, or women that old hags that have no
First of
life,
all, no,
and this is all
honey.
we do. And so,
None of
Dre,
y'all are
I just
ugly,
want
first of
to
all. None of you women are. I refuse. No, none of you women are ugly. Also, Andrea, you look amazing, by the way, girl.
absolutely.
And you two,
Andrea's gorgeous
Andrea,
as
you are
hell.
all beautiful women, and
Yes.
I'm be damned if that big whale, that heffalump of a bitch, is gonna sit there and call somebody motherfucking ugly when she literally sitting there looking like looking like the second coming of Diddy Lulu who bitch. Fuck her. Look, fuck. Look,
And her ear is about to rot off. So, that's a whole other thing.
Love
So,
Drake too.
but I'm gonna peace out because I've got dinner to cook and some other stuff that Dre,
Bye,
I've
yes,
got to
Hippie.
get
girl.
on.
Enjoy your Easter.
Bye.
Yes,
Get
girl.
on
Cook
and say
that dinner,
just
girl.
nothing so much.
Make something good. Make
I
something
know
good
she
for me,
cooking.
girl.
Oh, it is.
Hippie
What
Easter
can I?
returns barefoot to
Homemade
the
mashed
kitchen.
potatoes with shrimp. So there you
Oh,
go.
see?
Oh, girl,
See?
yes.
I knew she was
Eat
cooking
good for me.
something. It's Easter weekend. All the mamas in the South are in the kitchen. And the
Mhm.
dads too. My dad was in the kitchen too. So,
Look, eat
and
good.
he didn't burn everything he touched.
Oop.
Can I comment about the old people up here? Comment. Well,
The old
I'm gonna
people.
turn. I want to comment on that comment that she made about Monty's panel is a bunch of old women.
Go
Mhm.
ahead,
Oh, look,
Sandria.
you see, this is my face. This is me. Hi,
Look
everybody.
at you, hot darling.
Oh,
Look at you looking beautiful.
Could she tell I'm 41?
I
No.
didn't.
Never.
41,
Wow,
baby.
absolutely not.
I
Girl,
mean,
look my age. I'm 27. You
she
look my
could
age, honestly.
look as good as half of the women that be on this panel. Period. And Dre, last night I didn't make it to the live last night. I'm sorry, y'all. I fell asleep.
you fine.
But y'all had me hollering today when I watched that live last night. Oh my God, I was dying, tears, crying. It was so freaking funny. And Dre, you are so real, baby. I love you so much.
Thank you.
And she
You
likes to call us a big bunch of losers, doesn't she?
Right?
Yeah.
y'all are too sweet. First of all, Sandra, I'm sorry, but like, ma'am, 41 who? I honestly thought you were in your 20s. Like, no joke. I genuinely thought you were in your 20s. When you said 41, I'm like, wait, what?
I'm an 81
Just
baby.
what?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Girl,
41.
you
I just
look,
made it.
but honey, black don't crack for a reason. Then, okay.
Thank you, guys.
You look beautiful, girl.
Thank
Like I
you.
said, she's sitting there wanting to call people ugly and old. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but what is her thing with wanting to call people old as an insult?
It's
First
a
of all, baby, you
projection
should
of
be
her
blessed.
insecurities, Dre.
Hey, Erie
I know, but she
Pepperoni.
should be.
Hi, Dre.
Hey, girl,
Dre, I hate you. I hate you so much.
why you hate me?
I don't
Wait,
know
friend,
because
why
you
you
didn't
hate
call
me?
me. You didn't call me. No. By the way, Dre and I are good friends.
Yes,
Actually,
me
good
and
friends.
Eric, we good friends. Yes, look,
Well, I was
that's
saying,
my
Dre,
bitch right
it's
there.
a projection of her insecurities. Everything that she sees in
Mm-hmm.
herself, she has to reflect it
Mm-hmm.
upon others to make herself feel better about herself, and it's just not working.
That part. But the fact that she uses the word old, like as if it's an insult. Like, I'm sorry, man, but do you not understand that one day if you are lucky enough, you're gonna be 40 in your 40s. You're gonna be in your
Absolutely.
50s if you are blessed enough to make it that far. Because there are a lot of people who are not blessed to see the age of 40, who are not blessed enough to see the age of 50. So for you to sit here and to use age as something to basically demean, even Didi, it made me so mad sitting there listening to her talking about that woman's vagina. Excuse my language,
Right.
but just calling it great. Hey, come on, oh, it's so gross. Oh my God, ew, you're old, ma'am. You are not a spring chicken yourself.
The
So
question
you are
is,
not
when is the
young.
last time she seen hers?
She said she can't see it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Some
dead.
medical
Dead.
professional did
Dead.
has a rash, or she should go to a doctor.
She has to use like her phone and a tripod probably to like not like a one of the long extender ones to like, because I know I'm a big person and it's not that easy to see. And she's bigger, so I know it's not
Oh my God.
Ray
TMI,
just
but
came in.
She just said it. Facts.
Shots fired.
What
Shots
Ray Ray
Can
Well,
I
I
say
think
one
I'm the
thing real
oldest
quick?
one here on the panel. I am 53, and I can honestly tell you that in your 50s, life is very, very good. You mature and you get a peace of mind, and things calm down and things heat up. So it's good to get older.
But
It
here's my
really is.
issue.
Yeah, right?
Here's
It
my
really
issue.
is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's my. Can I? Is it okay?
Are you fine?
Go ahead, Andrea.
Here's my issue with Chantal using using old as an insult. Here's my issue with her using old as an insult. And facts to everything everybody said. I think Pagan Ways just chatted that she lost her husband at 31 years old, which is not old at all. Okay. It's too young, way too young to be out of here. Here is my issue with her calling people old as an insult. Chantal and I are the same age. We're the same. I'm the same age as Chantal. Okay. I know I look as old as Chantal, right?
Never. She could never.
Well, no, because she doesn't give a damn about her health at all. It's just a blatant disrespect for she doesn't respect anything. And she has this crackhead of a love interest going around preying on people. And one thing that solidifies for me is that she completely knows about his antics with these older ladies. Older people are vulnerable when they get to a certain place in their lives. They get, I think she just turned 38. I'm 37. Okay. I think she's fully aware. The fact that she keeps doing that, she keeps saying, you're old, and you're ugly, and you're this. It firmly convinces me without a doubt that she knows what Natter's doing to these older women. She knows that he's grifting them for money. You can't convince me that she doesn't know, and you can't convince me that she doesn't condone it. And your facts, Island Dreamer, she doesn't have any respect for herself, and she doesn't have respect for anybody else. She has no regards for the gift of life, but it just lets me know that she's aware. She's aware of what Natter's doing. And I mean, she's basically complicit in it as far as I'm concerned, because she gave him a platform. But she knows, and she doesn't care. She's like, get your money.
We know she's complicit because look how she did May. I mean, like, now she wants to sit here and claim like, oh, he did so, he probably did what he did to May. But I'm sorry, but ma'am, you were a whole grape apologist for this man. You literally sat here, and I'm sorry, and I will never let her live that down, and I will never let her ever forget the fact that she sat here on her platform and was a grape apologist for this man. Okay. And the fact that that literally it's like, I don't like, mind you, the fact that she has no respect for her mother already shows you she definitely has no respect for anybody that's older to begin with right there. Because if she did have any form of respect for her mother, and yes, I'm going there, Chantal, and I do not care, Miss Chantal Marie, okay, you would have never sat there and let him talk about your mother in the way that he did.
I'm still blown away.
The fact that man had all the gumption, to step out of his mouth, oh well, your mama's a hoe or something like that, or talk about your mother being a hoe or having hoe activities.
And
man,
it does not matter what my relationship is with my mom. You can't talk about her.
Thank you.
Like where? I mean, I understand that some people's moms are horrible people and they're never going to have a relationship with her. But Chantal's mom shows up for her now. Chantal's mom is buying her Christmas gifts and she's trying to make her be a part of the family from what I can see. And she just let this person who has dragged her underwear, dragged her family all over the internet. And I don't understand how she could happen. I don't understand how Didi could let Chantal do what she did without any kind of repercussions, with no recourse. It's really amazing to me. But that's just me. That's just me.
All over a natter, to top it off. All over a natter.
Ooh, girl.
Set your standards a little higher, ladies.
Over
Okay,
a-
Didi and Chantal. Natter is not the man you cry over and fight over, okay? That is the bottom of the barrel. You hit bottom, girls. You hit bottom.
I mean,
I have no doubt. I'm sorry, Dre. Let me say this and I'm done. Chantal, you think we stupid? We see through you. I know, in my heart of heart, I know that Natter and Chantal worked together to strike Monty. Okay? Because from day one, if you recall, when she was attacking Mrs. Fields, she kept on mentioning Monty casually. I think it was already a plan to kind of make an example out of Monty and Mrs. Fields. Why? Because they figure they're smaller creators, they're easier to take down. But here's what you forget. They have a lot of very avid supporters who some may have the time to scroll through every single one of your videos and return the favor. You're not going to sit here and call bully when you sit there day after day screaming at your subs, attacking random creators who barely even give you the time of day. They're just doing what they do here. This is their gig. They have a right by terms of service to do what they're doing here. And you, Miss Thing, are nobody to say who can do and what they cannot do on their own channels. You see, as far as I see, this is Monty's channel, not yours. As far as I see, that's Mrs. Fields' channel, not yours. You didn't write the terms of service, nor do you abide by them. So you need to take several seats and reflect upon yourself, because you shouldn't even have the platform you're sitting on.
Look, and I'm sorry, and like I said, this whole going after reaction channels, look, I said it on Twitter. This is literally a distraction from the fact that they are basically seeing each other. This is all it is. She thinks we're dumb. She thinks that, she wants us to talk about, Monty and her striking Monty and all this, that, and the third, because she doesn't want us to talk about the fact that her and Koki are basically in cahoots right now, and they're dealing with each other. That's what they want us to talk about. They don't want us to talk about the fact that she's up in here line with him, and she's going up to Montreal, and she's basically doing all this stuff with him. That's what she don't want.
Exactly. It's a distraction, Dre. It's a distraction, 1,000%.
That's all, because for the most part, she's always said she doesn't care about reaction channels. Why? Because as long as she gets her money, she good. She don't care. But the only time she ever gets up in a huff nowadays about it is when she don't want us to talk about the fact that her and Natter are basically dealing with each other. And the fact that Natter is now starting to understand and figure out that, okay, well, I can abuse the copyright system, and now I can do this. Chantal, you are literally sitting here and look, I forgot who it was. I think it was Andrew who said it. You platform this predator, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call it for what he is. He is a predator. That's what this man is. He preys upon vulnerable people, and you platform this man. Okay, so you have to take responsibility for the fact that at the end of the day, hey, look, you can sit here. That's why I don't feel sorry for you when you sit here and you want to boo-hoo and cry about him, because you platform this predator. Okay, I'm sorry. I know people, they dance around on it. They don't want to say no. I don't dance around when it comes to taking advantage of vulnerable people. I do not dance around that topic. I do not dance around the fact that this man is literally sitting here. Hell, there was just another moderator who basically came out recently and said that she was giving him money. This is messed up. Like, man, he was literally through your subscribers and her Instagram followers, and was basically finding people to basically DM. I know of at least mind you, at least 7 people who basically he got contacted by Natter. No joke. Okay.
Wow.
This shit is serious. It is not okay. And what this man is doing is disgusting. And honestly, he needs, in my opinion, he needs to be deplatformed. because all he is using YouTube for is his playground to prey upon the more vulnerable people. And I mean, I'm sorry, he makes me so mad.
Can I take a
Especially
pause, Dre? And Monty, with your permission, and Dre, I want to direct people to a special tweet that I made today. Okay?
Go ahead.
You do not have to follow me, but please retweet the heck out of the tweet where I posted the clip of the video with the monkey in the zoo thing. Okay? I put the specific timestamp for YouTube to find it. The more people that retweet it, the better. It's Eerie Pepperoni, at Eerie Pepperoni, just how you see it here, minus the caps. I don't think it's any caps. Yeah.
Monty, can I say one thing to you? I apologize from the bottom of my heart that he calls you a monkey. That's unacceptable.
What?
Towards anyone. That's crazy.
Who missed the scoop?
Me.
Oh, yeah,
Sandria, update them, please.
I saw it. He said it was something about next time I watch the reaction channel, I'll invite the monkey for a smoothie or a banana.
No. Oh, no.
Like, what are you doing? Barbecue Chicken just put out a video and showed the exact clip.
He should lose his channel for that.
Yeah.
He should
I'm
lose
so
it.
sorry.
I am so sorry. Oh my God, I cannot believe that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
But disgusting as Chantal. Let's bring it back, because she is 100% behind him. And she is, and you know, stupid ass Dee Dee's going to sit there too. And all the stupid ass people that are really supporting him are gonna sit there and champion him and cheer him on through all of his BS and all of his, you know, blatant violations of terms of service. And they'll
YouTube
say that somebody is bullying
this.
them.
Thank you, Eerie, for putting out the tweet.
Right, exactly.
My goodness.
And while at the same time we got DLF over here emailing me about his pizza incidents, confirming.
Yeah. Wow, DLF. We don't have time for you today. DLF, go away.
He gave away the information in the email about the CP and all that, and I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with this?
But look, I can't look. Okay, wait a minute. So he said that. Oh, okay. You know what?
He said it.
Ooh.
And Chantal was just, you know, Monty picks on him, and he knows he has a mental health issue. I'm like, nobody's picking on DLF. DLF. I can't even say his name. This person stands up and just says the most disgusting, you know, the most disgusting things. And it would be one thing if he were not making such controversial content, but people are going to talk about it, and nobody should be applauding it, even though he has people that watch his channel. So where is he being picked on? He's an adult. He's a grown person with strong opinions, and he's on a platform where there's a comment section, and he's on a platform where people are allowed to react to him. So who's bullying who? Who's the victim here? When he uses the N-word just flagrantly.
Did anybody catch what his chat was saying when this happened? Do you know? You talking
about Natter?
Yeah.
Some of them were encouraging him. I hate to say it, but there were adults that were actually encouraging it and writing monkey in capital letters.
They were.
It's disgusting. It's disturbing that there are still people out there who think this is okay behavior. I am so sorry. No one should have to go through this. No one. And then in the same spirit, and I hate to say this, he turns around and tells people, well, people were being racist towards me because I'm Egyptian. That's not the way to fight that battle, sir.
That's what Chantal does
fight
too.
that battle.
You know, Who has done that? Who?
Monty hasn't. Monty
Exactly.
hasn't.
That has
Nobody in this community, I have never heard anybody be
been
racist
the
about
only
him
person who's
being
ever
an
been to Natter is the way
Nobody has said anything
is the
about
way
him being Egyptian.
And he can't even find a clip of it on a video because it has not happened. His justification of it, it's just to justify
Oh,
him being a piece of shit. That's
no
all.
Andrea,
the
he can find a clip of that. You know where he can find a clip of that?
Go on
In
Foodie Beauty's
Foodie
channel.
Beauty's channel. Thank you.
You can
thank
find
you.
it on
Yes,
Foodie Beauty's
that's
channel. You
right.
can go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the woman that he's been laying down with for the last year here, that's who's been. That's the only person who I know. Well, that's ever been racist to you, sir. Okay, and the fact that you even have the gall or the gumption to want to sit there and even utter out your mouth to call a black person a monkey, you know exactly what you're doing. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he's
God.
50 years old. He knows what it means.
Was it? Oh, well, I thought he was 40.
He's 50.
But
Yeah,
right.
didn't it just come out? Yeah.
Oh, look with that said. Oh, so he lying about his age too.
Oh no! At first he said
Either
he was 36. At first
either the
he
meth has
said
aged
36.
him.
36. Where?
Round the waist.
Yeah, around the waist.
No, not even around the waist. I mean, hell, no. Look, maybe his IQ score is 36.
I'm sorry, I can't confirm that he's 50. I can't confirm that he's 50, but that dude is talking about he's 40, and I can't see it. I think he's lying about his age. I think he's very close to 50 if he's not 50, which is fine. It's just another lie that I think he's telling. That's all. If he's 50, it doesn't matter. But I just think he's a liar.
Well, he's going to have to go a long way to try and find anybody that has gone against him being Egyptian because A, number one, there's nothing wrong with being Egyptian. And B, if it was on this channel, it would be hammered and yeeted and wrenched off and blocked immediately.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean,
nobody would stand behind it. And I'm just like,
nobody would tolerate. Like, it's just certain lines that, once you cross them, man, you ain't shit to me. But I never made a racist remark against him. No. But the way he just casually said, "Oh, people are racist," it's fine. Like, no, that's not.
No, it isn't fine.
I'm not going to turn around and be racist towards Nader. I have plenty of things that I can say about him without talking about his ethnicity. Like, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, for real. You don't have to go there. That's all he can say. That's all he can say. He has to go for these hurtful things. He has to go for these collectively hurtful things that he knows it's not just going to hurt Monty. It's going to hurt everybody that cares about Monty. He did that because that's all he has. Because he can't, as a man, he can't talk about Monty because Monty has his own house. Monty has a job, an education. Monty has his own YouTube channel. Monty has his teeth that are well kept, and his life hasn't been dragged all over the internet. And he's not dating Foodie Beauty, so we don't have
at least not ethnicity. But see, but that's the thing though. But it's like, but it doesn't even just hurt just Monty. It hurts any black person to have to sit there and to make that comparison, because that's like literally one of the top things of anybody whose race is set is about a black person.
DLF has said that.
Hurts every
DLF
one
has
of
said
us.
that.
Not just that doesn't just hurt Monty. That hurts all of us. And he knows that. He knows
it hurts everybody that cares about him, not just the black people that care about Monty. It hurts everybody that cares about Monty.
Right.
Monty has a community that cares about him as a person. So, but that's all Nader has. That's all. That's the only thing he can go for, because at his core, he's a piece of shit. That's all.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Hey guys.
Hey Alex.
Hey Alex.
Hey Alex.
You look so beautiful, even though you've got a headache.
I know she's got the bed hair going on.
I was in bed and I got out because this person in chat is pissing me off. What we are not going to do is respond to racism with racism. So all these comments to deport Nader, it's no better than him saying the monkey word. So we are not going to do that. That's pissing me off.
Who is being racist in the chat?
Dragon Tea or something. And I told her to stop and she told me to shut up. So you should shut up, Dragon Tea. Because what we are not going to do, we have this thing going on in this channel, okay? and we keep it respectful. And what we are not gonna do is change how we are doing things here.
Yeah, don't
Okay?
change the flavor. We're not assholes.
Okay,
I mean,
thank
I
you
mean, we
very much.
assholes, but we're not those kind
She
of assholes.
pissed me
Come on.
off. She or he pissed me off so much. I got out of bed.
I mean, but that's enough to make you get up and sit up and say something, because people have been literally murdered over their ethnicities.
Yeah.
All
Thank
across
you
the
very
world.
much.
I mean, it's enough just trying to live. Like, we don't have time. Like, Natter's an asshole. Pick something else to say about Natter, but his ethnicity is shared with a whole country of people.
Right.
Part of you are part of this community. So when you say racist
more
stuff,
than
it's like every person, every black person gonna rise up if you make a comment about a black person. They're Middle Eastern people in our community. That's going to impact them. And there's no reason to do violence towards somebody else because you're mad at Natter. Just pick something else that is worthy to be gone after. I mean, really. That's just my opinion. I'm not the leader of this community. That I'm just on the panel with my mic unmuted. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're fine.
Exactly.
No, you're saying, and Andrea is correct. Right. There is so much that you can go for at Natter. The last thing you need to do is to basically respond with you don't respond to racism with more racism, because at the end of the day, it's all fucked up. It's all wrong, and none of it is okay. Hey, period, point blank. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make you more right or more in the, was it, so because this person said this means that I can say no.
Who said nobody said we're okay with Natter saying Monty's a monkey. Nobody said that.
This person is
what we're saying is,
I am the first one being mad at Natter for even daring to say something like that. But what we are not going to do is be at the same level as he is, okay? Because he has more than enough shit to be called out about than where he's from, okay? And I don't care if he's an Egyptian, if he's a refugee. I do not care. I have an issue with the person he is, okay? So what we are not gonna do, Dragon Key, it's be like you are being right now, because me and the other people here, we don't agree with that shit, okay?
Facts. And that argument that, but you're okay with, Chantal does that a lot. I hate that. What is that called when somebody makes a rational statement and the person replies with, but so you're saying, or but you're okay with, no.
Is it argumentum ad hominems?
Argumentum ad hominems. I hate that style of arguing, because
let's all be fair and good here. Let's not what somebody say, Lexi 2002, when they go low, we go high, right? There's tons of stuff we can talk about: his behavior, his manipulativeness, his his actions, his mannerisms. There's so much other than the race thing to talk about. So let's not put it on race, and let's go with what he's been doing, because he's been very highly manipulative to a lot of people. So
yes,
we can
the content
definitely
of his character is enough.
Dre, you were saying that people, like other mods, have come out, like he's been trying to get as much money out of them as possible.
There was one lady. Do y'all remember the lady that he did a happy birthday video for? Do y'all remember her? She recently came out and basically he said how he basically was behind the scenes, basically, in a way, I guess you could say grooming her for money. If I don't know if that makes any sense of when I say grooming for money, like he was basically he, in a sense, making her seem like, he cares about her to basically get money out of her. Now, mind you, this woman, from what, if I remember correctly, she's on Social Security. Diana Lynn, thank you, Heather. This woman's on Social Security, and he's sitting here basically coercing these people into giving them money. And then he was also saying that, and then another person said, well, remember when you said you was going to give me more perks, membership perks, if she basically gave him money directly. So he's literally going behind the scenes saying, "Oh, hey, if you give me more money, I'll give you membership perks and all this, that, and the third." So you can only imagine what he is saying to people
Oh, is that
behind the
clip?
scenes.
Because that's against terms of service.
Yeah.
Is that on Twitter?
Yes, basically was it? I know it was I forgot. Was it like if I can find the Twitter thread, I'll send it to you, Monty. But yes, that literally like came out. Oh, and I know like because I think if I remember correctly, the Diana Lynn I think Diana Lynn went to the farms. I know it's definitely on the farm. It's definitely on the farms. So if you can find it on the farms, it's definitely there. But yes, basically he has had a couple moderators come out and basically say how behind the scenes he's literally sitting here coercing these older women for money. So this man is not just only getting money from Foodie now, he's getting money from other people. Well, these people that he keeps coercing, and that's how he's able to stay afloat. And it's so disgusting what he's doing. He's
a con artist. He is a con artist, and he
that's
knows
why
his victim field. And his victim field is older women. And I hate to say this is not an offense, but it is the truth. Older women who are lonely and need some kind of company and attention.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch any bit of investigative discovery, there's been plenty of shows showing men who have gone across state lines, conning older women after older women after older women. That now becomes an interstate crime and should be reported to the FBI. That is all I'm going to say.
Okay, so it was Honey Girl. She went to the farm. She's about 20, but still, no matter who it is, like I said, it's just the fact that he's coercing these women and basically getting money out of them. That's why I'm like, hey, like this could really turn into a bigger problem if YouTube does not actually listen and take some form of action. This can really turn into something bad.
It's got a grifting system.
Huh?
It's a grifting system
on
his YouTube platform.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, he needs to be deplatformed. Like, I mean, again, and I don't say that, lightly. I don't. When I say, hey, this needs to be deplatformed, I mean that this person needs to genuinely lose their platform, because what they are doing with their platform is genuinely hurting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just say it like, oh, and this is not just, oh, well, it's cancel culture. No, sweetie. No, you are literally using your platform to be a predator, period, point blank. And I'm like, and again, some people may not like the fact that I'm being that level of harsh or that direct, but it needs to be said. It needs to be said that bluntly to understand the severity of what is being done to these people, and it's not okay. It's just not.
And the proof is in the pudding, because the fact that he stepped out of his platform to reach out to these women through another platform shows intent.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, because he thinks like, oh, because he's doing it through Messenger, then it's not that bad. And I'm like, no, sweetie. Not only are you basically going against YouTube, whose terms of services, now you're also going against Facebook books as well. And Lord knows how many times we've heard of things go. How much shit has basically been we've seen go on through Facebook and all these other social media apps. Was it home? Says Jerry is one, oh yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Heather. But yes, like, I mean, it's just, I cannot stand seeing people taking advantage of people, and it needs to, in this situation, genuinely it's serious. Like, this man thinks that, oh, well, what he's doing ain't, no. Like, Foodie doesn't even really understand the severity of what she has done by giving this man a platform. She does not understand that now you have opened up so many people, so many vulnerable people to be taken advantage of, and to be
open floodgates for this man.
Excuse, what did you say? Hey, Ozzy?
She's essentially opened the floodgates for this man to just find a bunch of people, maybe people actually enjoy watching cooking and they just stumble upon him, like not knowing anything. And they're like, oh, okay, maybe this is a person I like. And then it just goes bad from there. She's platformed a monster, basically. And from what it sounds like, he's just doing what, he did to Chantal, but at least on a more scummy level because it's more vulnerable people who don't have the kind of income that Chantal does.
And people wanted to say, because we've talked about this. No, I just want to say, because we've talked about this in the Monty After Dark about the whole X-Mods thing. And people in the comments kind of wanted to say, well, if they knew who Natter was, why'd they even join his channel and this and that? Like you're saying, Ozzy, there's people who didn't even associate him with Chantal, found his channel and thought, oh, he seems like a decent guy. Let me follow him and support him. So the people who are kind of saying, oh, well, if you knew, he was like this with Chantal, well, that's not really legitimate or, right if it's people who just randomly found him and started following him and then saw these things happen.
Right. I mean,
So, yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's not okay. It doesn't make, it's like, oh, well, just because he's a shitty person does not make his actions towards what he's done to any woman. I mean, hell, I'll even say this. Even what he's done to Chantal, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. Just because a person is shitty doesn't make another person's shitty actions okay. Okay, it's not okay that this man is literally sitting here or basically preying on people's vulnerabilities, their insecurities, the things that, basically make them, human and vulnerable, and taking advantage of that. So then that for his own monetary gain, that's not okay. That's not right. It doesn't matter.
If the way that YouTube's going right now, though, I hate to be an agent of doom, but I'm pretty pessimistic about the chance of him losing his platform over this.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, look at what DLF does and how hard it is to get him off, and all he does is, say anything and everything that is so offensive in
as
every
much
single
as we
video.
want to, and we're outraged and everything. I mean, we all feel the same. I'm sure we do.
Natural
But
Ginger and
think...
Monty, I have not a suggestion, but like there is, here's the thing, right? There's 3 videos out there, right, that are severely disgusting, right? You have the one with Choices My Way, I believe, where the last 20 minutes he is harassing, threatening, what was her name again? Kelly. Then you have the seafood soup, chicken, vegetables sauce that he is threatening to kick a member in the face at minute 22:44, if I remember correctly. And then you have the recent incident from today at minute 55:44 through 56:23. Separate reports, long format. That's all.
No, and I mean,
I
understand that. Yes, most likely he'll never actually likely be the platform. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve her. Like what I'm saying is that he deserves to be deplatformed. Now, believe me, because there's a lot of people on this platform who do not deserve her to be platformed. Unfortunately, I know how YouTube is in the sense of they don't really care her. I mean, hell, look at Chantal. Chantal is enough to let you know they don't care really, as long as they're basically making money. It's just a matter of trust me, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 this is just going to keep going until whenever, and when either it turns into a huge thing, or when he finally finds something better or someone else that he can finally get what he can get from, or people stop giving it. And unfortunately, that's the thing. Like God knows how long it will. God knows if it will ever stop. I know. Oh, that it's just that I'm just saying that he still does not deserve of a platform. He still does not deserve to have the things that he has. Trust, like that's what I'm saying. It's just that, like, unfortunately, I know that YouTube is just YouTube just doesn't care at all, and it's just like, and it, like I said, it's just sad And but it's just sad. You know what I mean? It's sad that YouTube just does not care her enough, or because they claim that it's the manpower, but I don't believe it's the manpower. I genuinely don't. I just genuinely think it comes down to a matter of they don't care. Because if they really wanted to have somebody to look into this, they could genuinely have people or even have a dedicated department that will actually look into stuff, which would actually create jobs, whether they believe it or not.
There's enough of it out there.
Right. So it would create jobs that they could create a whole department dedicated to basically looking into stuff. Now, yes, I understand that YouTube is a big platform. Yes, I understand that there's always things going on. But if they actually, I feel like if they genuinely wanted to, they could look into it. They genuinely could. They
Whimsical Mimsy just said something.
I don't think they'd have enough people to look into it no matter what. Like, no matter how many people they hired, there's so many. It's like hundreds of thousands of minutes of content being uploaded all the time, and I don't think they'd be able to ever hire enough people to actually moderate what people, upload, like on a grand scale, like what we would hope for.
Yeah, that's true.
So Whimsical Mimsy just said we can't control what YouTube does about the actions of rotten people, but we can inform others of the dangers of trusting predators. And I said it before, imagine what would have happened to that ex-mod if she had no other channel out there to talk to.
Right.
And because she was able to come to here, she came here, and Troll Detective made a video about Natter. I think Barbecue Chicken also made a video, a recent video about Natter. And so the word is spreading about him. The truth is spreading about him, even though everybody told Chantal, do not give this fool a platform. Don't do it. Don't, she did it, and now he's everybody's problem. And we were hurt because of what he said about Monty, because we care about him as a person, because we're relatively normal humans. I think most of us are. So, we're doing what we do. We're spreading the word. We're spreading the word. We're on Twitter. Other creators are exposing him, and that's exactly what he deserves. See, when the Twitter train takes off and the memes start and the content and Mo translates also, so it's begun. I mean, he's never and Crude AF also made a video about Natter, because he's in my true crime. He's in my true crime. Yeah, he's true crime.
I love Crude AF.
He made a video on Natter's shenanigans with this ex-mod. And I'm like, damn it, if this channel were not here, if Monty's other channel were not here, all of this would not be happening. And it was like almost overnight, there was so much content about his shitty behaviors, preying on these women. So spreading the news, I mean, Chantal can go after all these creators if she wants to. It's not going to end well for her, because all of the videos being made about Natter are transformative, and they're all within the terms of service, because these creators are not in a drug-induced haze all the time, So, Natter's in for a battle. I don't think he's up to it, because he's got to get his drug binges in. You know what I mean? Be able to stay ahead of the media storm that's coming his way.
Gotta be able to stay ahead by staying awake 24/7. Perfect plan.
Look, I mean, that's real. And at the end of the day, that's all we really can do is just keep the word going, keep the conversation going, and not letting it die as what they want. They want people to be quiet. They want want distractions. They want these things, so that way people are not talking about the things that need to be talked about. And hell, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, even thinking about it just now, part of the reason why he probably also struck Monty is so that way we're not talking about this whole moderator situation and what they're basically doing. Again, the distractions that they want to distract people from the real issues and what they're doing. That's how it works. It's distracting people from the real issues, so then that way and let the shit rock out and play out to die out. It's the oldest trick in the book.
It's the oldest trick in the book, but what he's done, especially somebody made a video about him calling Monty a monkey as well. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yes, just saying. I think just saying did.
It's all
Barbecue chicken did too.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
So
Got a hold of the
it's all he's doing. Fortunately, he's doing what he's doing online, and it's forever. And there's no way you can. People will believe their eyes. You know what I mean? I'm hoping he'll be in jail soon, so he can enjoy that life. I love that for him. But as long as he's on YouTube,
Do you think that the fact that this Monty's After Dark channel and we're on a panel, but we don't use any of their stuff that's really getting to them because they can't strike Monty for copyright?
Yeah, I do.
I hope so.
I think that must be really sticking in their craw a little bit because this is all completely Monty and his guests. So I quite like that.
And I hope he sits there fuming out his head without being able to do anything, because let's talk original content. What original content do you think is that you're making, Natter and Chantal, that is so precious that people can't comment on? You literally sit in front of your TV screen spewing stupidities, eating amounts of food. It's not even a professional mukbang, okay? It's just you sitting there, dazed out of your mind, where you're standing.
Thinking about the mukbang thing made me think of his setup right before he fell out of the chair.
Yeah. That was the best thing he's done.
Funny still. It's so funny still.
It's so funny.
Oh my god.
It's so
People
funny.
falling is always going to be funny.
Especially people that are as hateful and disgusting as him.
Absolutely.
I wish I could see you fall every video, Natter. As a matter of fact, Natter, no chance.
Put it in like
on
an
earth
intro or something and just
it's in the intro.
would he ever come on this panel?
Oh look, I could watch him fall down.
Would he ever come on this panel, y'all? Because all of us, he doesn't know what it's like to deal with strong people, especially strong women.
And ask him what it is. Like, what's this?
You just take all of the low blows and everything.
Baby, let me tell you something. He talks about a real man, honey. He would not. This quote unquote was a cisgender man. Well, not cisgender, but still, this male right here. This male, hold on. This male right here would rock his world. You okay? I would literally be able to read you from here, from sideways to highway, bitch, and you wouldn't even know what to do. Okay, and believe me, I don't have to talk
dragged by one of the finest queens out there, because Dre knows how to do a good.
Oh baby,
drag.
I know how to read, baby. Look, let me tell you something. Okay, look, I come from a very shady ass family. Okay, my mama will tell you she's not shady, but she is. I learned from the best as trust and believe. Okay, he wouldn't be ready for this. Hell, he want to sit. Trust me, he wouldn't know how to deal with somebody like me. And look, Erie knows. Look, let me tell y'all something funny. Back in the day, me and Erie did not like each other. We did not.
We hated each other.
We hated each other down.
It's so much history.
Where he would come into the chats and I would be like, F you. And he'd be like, F you
me and this
too.
girl, let me tell you something. Me and this girl, we used to go back and forth, honey. Okay, we have came a long way. So trust me, I had to stand with the best of them. And I'll give it to Erie. She won the best of them. I'll give you that girl.
Thank you. I returned the compliment because you are the best. But I'm biased because you're my bestie.
I know.
It's going to be another Yabba and Sam situation. Oh my god. I'm totally joking.
It's dangerous that Dre and I are actually here together. Let's just say we've been watching our music cues.
That's the beauty of these YT communities, isn't it? Where we make some fantastic connections with people that we never would.
Indeed.
It's great.
Very true.
Janet Garrett. Janet Perry
What's
gave
up?
me a super chat, so I'll read it out. We are
Ooh.
responsible for holding racist feet to fire. All of us are members of family that are black, Jewish, gay, and trans. My family has all. Hold your granddaughter while she cries over hurt of others making slurs.
Aye. That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
You know,
was
I
just
was
wanting
gonna.
to try and. Oh no, go on, Ray Ray.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, as far as like people mentioning, you know, like making, you know, connections through this community, I honestly like, I've watched other like reaction channels, but what I have to say about like Monty's community and like in particular is, you know, I've met, you know, all you wonderful people, and I've, you know, met, you know, a couple people that I'm actually, you know, close with and talk to on a daily basis. And it's just, you know, I wouldn't know, and you know, everybody, you know, all these lovely people and Monty and everything, if it wasn't for Chantal, honestly, you know, giving us this platform to, you know, speak about it. But if it wasn't for Monty, you know, that's something that I wanted to bring up today, and then the fact that you guys were talking about it kind of led me into it. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, thank you, Monty, for this community, and everybody else for being so great, because you guys, you know, you guys have helped me through a lot, whether or not you know it or not. And so it's really great to have this community and everybody to talk to. So I just wanted to say that.
You're very
Oh,
welcome,
yeah,
Ray.
I understand that completely.
Aww.
That's
Because we do.
look. That's
I mean, you guys have
that's so
helped me
sweet.
as well in ways that you don't know, and I think we do help a lot of people, and they're never going to say it, you know, and they don't have to, as long as they just feel it. That is what I like about it,
Oh,
and we've
look.
all been brought together under one huge umbrella of Chantal. So I suppose we should
Thank you,
her for that.
Chantal.
You're right, Ray.
Right, thanks, girl.
Well,
Chantal,
all stupid. That's what
thank
you said,
you.
isn't it?
You did one thing right in your life, girl. You brought
I
all
never
these
think I
amazing
would
people
say
together.
that.
Look, but let me tell you something. Even when like I was really heavily making content, the best comments that I would get is someone saying, "Oh my gosh, you made me laugh," or "Oh my gosh, you put a smile
You're so
on my
funny.
face." You know,
You're
to
so
me,
Very
the
true.
fact that being able to just put a smile on your face or make anybody laugh just for a moment, just so that way you can just have that moment of happiness. That is the best thing that I think anything like that. Why when anyone says, "Oh my gosh, you made me laugh," "Oh my gosh, you bring me so much joy," that fulfills me so much more than what any money could ever give. Because the fact that I brought you some form of happiness in a moment where you feel dark, I feel like at that point I've done my job, and I feel and that makes my heart happy. You know what I'm saying?
I can see you doing a channel. Just, you know, you have such a big personality. I hope you do get back to making content. I mean, your personality is
Girl,
so funny.
do you know how many people literally say that to me all the time? They're like, "Hey, Dre, shut up, Ari, shut up, shut up, girl, shut up."
Panel on panelist violence.
I've been saying that every day for like the past year, but okay.
Oh no, look, let me tell you something. My entire life, when I tell you, people have always said to me, "Dre, you have such a big personality. You have such a light about you. Like you just don't even realize." And it took me a long time to really realize that about myself, because I'm just like, me, little old me, I'm nobody. I'm nothing. Now as I get old, I'm just like, bitch, I'm the shit. I know it. You know,
channel coming soon, because I will be doing all of your editing work. Channel coming soon.
Shut up. Leave me alone. Look, stop bullying me. Erie, you are bullying me,
start
and
your channel. You know
you
it.
are look, you are bullying me, okay? And I'm gonna.
I will talk to your mother.
Look, don't you dare.
Oh no,
Threats of calling mamas.
Look,
now
no,
we're bringing
look.
moms into it.
Don't be. Look, you're sitting here. You're bullying me, as Chantal was saying. You're bullying me.
Oh my God, can we talk about that for 1 second? Because who's the biggest bully of them all that's not made for you and me?
I know exactly.
The fact that she was defending DLF.
I know.
Bullying.
The fact that he admitted to watching.
Girl, that's
I was gonna say DLF. the message that you
Wait a
sent to
second.
Monty.
Did you
Wait
see
a
the
second.
thumbnail?
Natter's thumbnail. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Really?
What? I didn't see this. What's going on?
What he
I'm away
do?
from my desktop. I can't look.
Oh no, he
No,
didn't.
you gotta look at it.
No.
Share
Oh,
it.
am I
I
supposed
mean,
Sharing is
you're not talking
caring,
about
Monty.
anybody with
Sharing
those
is
big
caring,
thick glasses,
Monty.
Natter. Wait a
Sharing
minute.
is caring.
Wait, is
Oh,
he? Wait a minute, did he use?
wow.
Wait a minute, did he use the photo from where he looked like he's in Degrassi? Did he use that photo? Oh,
I think it was the one from last night when I dressed up as him, and then he says that I'm looking cute still. Look at that. Monty looking
Oh, we
cute
know he
AF.
thinks you're cute. Like DLF
look,
thinks you're cute
he
too.
is. Look,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna just
Okay, but like
goodness.
I'm
Monty is
serious.
pretty precious. I gotta say, Monty's pretty precious.
look. I'm just gonna say it. Natter is an undercover. He undercover. He know he DL.
Oh my god,
Ozzy,
didn't
come
I
on,
tell
we
you
know.
they're having a coming out party for him every night in the chat? I was
Yeah,
there. We're
look,
celebrating our new
we know.
He's
queen.
saying that you cried. He's
There's
saying
a
that Monty
possibility.
cried. You made Monty cry. Is that what you're
He
saying?
made
in the
Monty
title?
cry.
Stealing my content and then cried. Oh yeah.
See, he can't even. He has to lie even in his titles. You see that? He can't face anything with any bit of reality because he is.
Clickbait.
Yeah, he's
Clickbait.
Right, exactly.
I'm just gonna need Natter to, like, you know what? Look, just come out already, okay?
All of his hatred comes from the fact that he's
He's a self-hating gay man, in my opinion. He is literally a self-hating gay man, and it's
I
like,
don't know
just
if
come
gay would
out.
be exactly proper because there is always, the possibility that he's bisexual and just in denial about it because there are a lot of people who are hateful towards gays because they deny that they have feelings for the same gender.
Well,
And
no,
then-
but you know what makes me really think he really is just self-hating? When he went on about that whole real man shit, I said, that right there, that's some undercover DL stuff. If I've never heard it, believe me, I live in the Bible Belt, and I've heard a lot of undercoverness, and trust me, that sounds like some undercoverness. It's not. You might want to, do some soul searching if you know what a soul is. I know. Oh, it's hard for you. There's that big, giant, gaping black hole where that is supposed to be. But maybe if you walk through that, then maybe you'll be able to figure out that, do some soul searching, baby. Yeah. It's okay. Look, it's okay. It's 2022. It's okay. Come out. Look, you
I
see,
wish
look,
he would.
you got,
I mean, he be
you got
lying.
me. You got Ozzy over here with, you got his flags right there behind him.
Yeah.
And look, also
yeah.
love the flags, boy. Love them.
Thank you.
Look,
But,
everything.
I think because we all know that he's into butt stuff because Chantal's little one song, I think it was Starfish, she talked about bending him over, and it's like butt stuff.
But that's fine. Like
that's
I
fine.
understand that his
A lot of
culture
guys, you can be into that and be straight, but it's also at the same time mildly suspicious. Makes me mildly suspicious.
His Grindr profile makes me mildly suspicious.
Girl.
People have brought up that maybe it's because of his culture and everything that he won't.
But you know what? If you got a Grindr profile, you've already pushed past that culture stuff, and you're there. So just be who you are.
Right?
Just
look.
There's no reason to be so freaking hateful.
Yeah.
Towards Pete's. When you farms have already exposed you, does he know does he know the farms has a page on him in his Grindr profile?
Look, can I just say, I love me some Andrea. She's lit. Look, I love me some Andrea. You are so funny, girl. You are hilarious. You need to have a channel too, girl. Look, you be having me cackling sometimes up in here. I'm like, ooh, girl, you have me laughing.
I'm not funny. I'm only funny with other people. I'm not funny by myself.
We'll see what this all leads to because there's a lot of peculiarities with Natter, and I really didn't like what he was saying to Pete, and then he's trying to backtrack now. It's just in poor taste.
Right.
Patricia Davenport sent me this a few minutes ago. This community is full of love and care, and it's because of Monty, us, such a nice person. I love all of you. Happy Easter. Well, happy Easter to you, Patricia D. Appreciate you.
Happy Easter.
Thank you,
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yes. Yeah, hopefully we can see you on the panel soon.
Black holes.
I've been kind of wanting.
Talk about the blue pot with the penicillin.
Oh yes, of course.
Oh, sweet baby
Let's have a
Jesus.
bit of lightheartedness here with the
Yeah, let's talk about the
gaping black
Oh.
hole in the blue pot.
Like, the
Yeah,
longer
that
you
was
leave it, the worse
nasty.
it gets, sis. Girl.
My goodness, it was furry. It was furry inside.
Oh my gosh. It was like green, and then it had this layer of white.
It was black.
That is
I saw a
something.
lot of black.
That is something you do not open up in your house. She talked about opening it outside. I agreed with her because you can get a lung infection from that. You do not open that because of spores and all sorts of stuff. But
She's going to kill all her fruit flies with that if she opens that. Because she opened it, didn't she? She put
Yeah,
it
she did.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That may be the origin of the fruit flies.
No, the fruit flies have been there.
They were already there. Yeah.
No, they were.
They
No,
are on about
I
the
think the
67th
KFC was the origin of the fruit
Drosophila
flies
fruit
in the room,
flies.
but that's just me.
Well, I would have thrown the whole pot away. I would put the whole pot in the garbage.
Right.
And just
exactly.
say goodbye. This is gonna
Look,
be
mind you, I don't even.
I've done that. I'm not gonna lie. I've done that with some Tupperware before. It's like, you know
Yeah.
what? This ain't worth it.
Look, no, but I mean, like she opened, like before she opened it, I'm like, "Ooh, Lord!" I just imagine death, just death,
a cloud of death.
Do you think she smelled it, or is she like so like everything?
She opened it long enough to where we can actually see what's inside. She got a whiff. She had to have gotten a whiff.
But that had to
Even
smell
with that
way
mask
before, way before it
does it
got
affect-
open. That had to smell.
Was that in the refrigerator?
No, it was just sitting on like the chair or something, like in the living room, like dining room area.
In the living room? Why? Why is
Like
the
somebody
pot-
noticed it was on the counter and then she moved
in the
it.
living room. It was in that one area in between where
Now,
she like
correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the pot that was already moldy when like Natter used to come to the villa and she tried to hide the pot that was already moldy? Was that the same pot that she tried to hide from Natter?
It's before Christmas. It's
No,
before
it
Christmas.
isn't. It's not the same pot. It's a different pot that was
Okay.
like that as
think-
well.
I think she cleaned it and then she just did it again.
I think
Wasn't that a meatloaf
if I'm
pot that
correct,
was-
there were two pots. There was the red pot and then there's the blue pot.
Okay, so
There's two blue
basically, no,
Yes.
because I was about to
Is it
say,
two
because I
blue?
was like, because I
Okay.
Yeah,
remember
there's
when,
one like more saucepan kind of shape, and there's
right,
the
because
pot.
because
There's
he
some.
hasn't been to the villa since like what last year, and I was thinking to myself like, I hope that is not the same pot that she had that she used to hide from him back when he used to come to the villa. Because if that was the case, that pot's been sitting there for a lot of months.
How matrixy of her to have a red pot
It's
and a blue
before
pot.
Christmas.
Like, which
The blue
pot will
pot
you
is
take?
before Christmas. I'm telling
Okay.
you.
Oh Lord, thank
But
God.
that's still been a long time to be sitting there. Like that's nasty.
No, I mean
The fact that there's multiple pots that we're talking about is
right?
mind blowing.
That's the part that kills me. I'm like the fact like that there's more than one. I'm like there's more than one pot. More than one.
And what about the festering bin bags that are going to be defrosting now on her balcony?
Oh,
that were
right,
frozen and
exactly.
stuff?
Those are gross.
I
They
don't know
haven't
how they
been
wouldn't
emptied.
just split. I don't know how they would have split. Like you just pick it up and like it's just gonna everything out. I don't know
That's
how
why
it
they
would have
haven't
happened.
been moved, Ozzy. I don't think because they would stick. They would the where they were stuck to the balcony. When you moved them, it would come away.
I honestly hope that literally like Pete just does not realize what he did by putting his name on that lease because I'm telling you he is never gonna be able to put his name on a lease ever again.
Pete just doesn't. End of sentence. Full stop.
Pete
Pete's just
is never going to leave her side. Did you see that he asked how to use a thermometer today?
Oh, Jesus. What?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you put it in
Like a
the
regular
thing, wait for
thermometer?
it to be.
Yeah, I did see
Put it
that.
in, you put it in
There are children that know how to do that.
yeah.
Okay,
I
next
knew
he's
how to
going
do
to
that when
ask,
I
how do
was
I
a kid.
put my
There's
pants on?
7-year-olds that know how to do that.
Baby, I just,
Just from observing their parents do it,
Gotta
they
say,
know how to use it.
Pete's is a grown adult. If anything, he could have cleaned the pot. If anything, he could have taken the trash out at any time. He's grown adult who's to be responsible for themselves. and half of the filth in that apartment is his fault, in my opinion.
Oh,
Because,
it is.
You know,
Very
I'm not going to
well.
live in garbage, right?
no
So if
way
my
in hell.
sister, you
In
know,
no
was
goddamn way.
well, you
I
know,
would,
I said that to say like Pete's has a philosophy about the cat poop.
oh my God, I
The
can't
cats,
even.
Chantal's cats would poop like on the stairs, and he would walk right over it and come and tell Chantal, your cats have pooped on the stairs. I'm like, dude, you use those stairs too.
I,
I don't get it. Hold up. We just walking over cat shit now?
yes, I
Is this
do.
how we
I
living?
mean, you
I
know,
get
No.
it.
the thing
That
that
I
was
get
his
gets
it.
me,
philosophy, though.
but you
I
know
do
what got me though, or rather what gets me is just I can only imagine what kind of a living. Well, I mean, we saw the living conditions that
Mm-mm-mm.
Timbit was living in,
Right.
and
Oh
I'm
my
just
God. Poor
Right.
little
like
Timbit,
I
man.
mean, the fact that mind
That
you
cat
that
did
poor
not
cat
deserve
had to be
that.
isolated. I mean, the fact that the cat had to be isolated in one room alone. I'm
Didn't have to be.
sorry.
Didn't have to be. Chantal could have got her cats vaccinated, but she fucking didn't. Didn't have to be
Oh
isolated.
yeah, that's right. There is a vaccination for the feline
Mhm.
There
leukemia.
is.
Child.
There it is.
Look, okay,
Chantal
I
just
remember.
It's
fucking sucks.
laziness.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, now I remember. I think Rose Thorne said it once in a video that there was a vaccine for it. But still though, so she could have. So you women. So let me get this straight.
BJ,
Because
BJ
now,
is practically 20.
because now I'm low key now kind of even more mad about this. Because
Oh,
again,
absolutely.
two things never do with me: do not harm children and animals.
Mm-hmm.
Two big things with me. So you mean to tell me that she could have literally got a vaccinate? She could have gotten her cats vaccinated, and Timbit didn't have to be isolated.
Yep.
And that shot is part of like the routine shot. So she's obviously not getting the shot she needs
So
for her
the
cat.
cats don't even have their routine shot. So the cats probably don't even have their proper shots.
BBJ does because she just took BBJ with Roman.
Yeah, just
So
now.
BBJ is up to date. Sam is not.
Oh well,
Yeah.
My
but
cats are not due until
unfortunately,
June.
now
July.
Timbit has passed away. Hey, so now you got the shots, but unfortunately now Timbit has passed away. So now, you got.
Well, I don't think she got
why?
that specific shot because it costs extra to get that specific shot. I think she just got the regular
She wasn't paying. I'm
yearlies.
sorry.
She can pay. She can
I think she
pay.
just got the yearlies. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
It's so
It
fucked.
is.
Like, because like every year I always make sure to have the appointments for all three of my cats. Like, I don't take them all on the same day because that would be fucking hell. I have to take two and then one, like to the vet. Always make sure that I have it in June or July, depending on pay.
I can come off if somebody needs to come on. It's fine. Somebody wants to come on?
Okay,
I
sure.
can drop down.
Okay, if you want, Sandria, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I can drop down.
Thank you so much for being on panel. I'll have
Hi guys, I love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sandra.
So let me get this straight. So there was a
vaccination that could have allowed Timbit
vaccination
to
that she
roam.
could have gotten. I mean, they could have got a cat patio or something. There's so many things they could have done,
That is just that's even more infuriating because I didn't even know that part that there's an actual like I mean and I'm sorry and I'm like look and yes it costs a little extra but like Chantal could afford it. It's not like Chantal at no point could have never afforded to actually do that. I mean hell we've seen this woman spend what $400 in food in one day. She can afford
it. Doesn't benefit her, Dre, so she doesn't think about it.
That
She
is
doesn't
so
make
right.
the effort to do it because it doesn't actually affect her.
We also
It's
did
all
just
got
learn.
to be about her, even if it's her adoring, beautiful, beloved in quotes cats. It isn't about her, so it doesn't matter. It can be done tomorrow.
She did just admit to charging back on restaurants regularly, though.
Oh, I saw
like,
that. Yeah.
On that, like the Uber Eats or whatever, she just admitted to doing it regularly. She did it with like a $70 meal, like yesterday or like the day before. So
last
like,
night, Ozzy.
spending $400 might not have been completely $400. She could have charged back something, and we just not known.
Oh, I can tell. Like when
You know what I
she
mean?
gets her food and there's like something that's not right, I know. Like I'm always like I know she's, and it can be the smallest thing. And like you can just tell by the way she's acting that she's gonna contact them and be like, "Oh, I don't have this. Can you give me a refund?" Because you can just tell that's the way it is.
I bet she recharged that fucking salad because there was too much goddamn lettuce on it.
Too much lettuce, probably.
Too much
That
lettuce
looked
in
like a
my
big
salad.
salad.
I'm pretty sure. Look, I mean, but the idea of her charging back $400 worth of food in one day. I mean, I'm sorry, but literally at that point, if I was a particular restaurant, I would never let her order from there again.
Yeah.
No,
Or
I don't
Should
think they
be
were
banned.
starting all of
I'm
the restaurants
surprised
who
she's
would do
not
something.
banned from these companies.
I know. I don't know how she keeps like having an account forever. It's like
Hi,
you would think they
Alilu.
would
Do you want
notice
to
a
say
pattern.
something?
Oh,
You think
hi. Sorry,
Hi,
I didn't mean to
Alilu.
kick. I didn't mean to kick anyone off. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're
No,
fine.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Nada's getting lit up in his chat, and that makes me happy. I think he's not going to do his live. What's going on?
Oh, I really hope the nerve he has to say what he said about Monty and then go on a live stream and try to make fun of Monty again. Like, are you
The
serious,
chat is tearing
Natter?
him up. I'm like,
Is
I
she
love
being
that.
a scared little bitch? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
The poor guy.
Not
Poor
the scared
baby.
little bitch.
No more thugs for the super shots. No more for you. No more.
I guess he's not going to do it. It's not working. The chat is still there. People still going in on him.
Yeah, it hasn't been working for him in days now. It's like all of a sudden there was a flip, and people have been going at him for so long now.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy an Oakley sweater though, the gray one that he had on
Is it
yesterday.
a medium?
Oh, he's on
Yeah, it is
now.
a medium. Yes, it's the same color that says Oakley in the same letters, so it's on. It's being shipped to me as we speak. So I am prepared for a lot of parodies right now. Hey, Savitri, good morning.
He's wearing his head.
Wait, where's
outfit at the
Polly?
moment.
We need
What
Vivi. Where's
is
Polly?
what he's doing is dressing like me, dressing like him right now because he's in his Tommy
Monty
fit
Nader Inception.
with the blue hat, like how I dressed like him last night. Now he's dressing like me, dressing like him.
So y'all just gonna be cosplaying as each other?
Yes, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Nab's play.
He's probably not on because he's looking for an outfit that like matches Monty, just
Oh
so
no,
he
he's
can.
on now. He's on now.
Oh, is he?
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
But do
How
they match
embarrassing
them?
for him.
But do they match them?
Yeah.
He's wanting super shots. Super shots. Thank you for the super
Super
shots.
shots.
Super shots.
Zugs for the super shots.
Lord,
Super shots.
Lord.
You know, something that I kind of to stray away from that, or just to kind of change the topic a little bit.
Please.
I wanted to well, you don't want to talk about him either, but I wanted to bring up I've been trying to mention it, the whole DLF thing, because of both Chantel defending him last night, as well as the email it was that he sent you, Monty, right? I just wanted to mention something, you know, in case he is watching and recording on his external hard drive or whatever the case was, that both of them wanted to mention the bullying, you know, the people bullying DLF and him attacking people for bullying him. I just want to mention that, and this isn't going after anybody, that I had not said one word about DLF, nothing in regards to him being anything, any kind of, you know, anything bad. And we were talking about Chantal on a live when he came in and started saying the things he did about me. And then I still hadn't said anything regarding him when he started going on his lives, calling me, you know, trans, which is nothing against trans people. I love trans people. I have, you know, my nephew, as I call them, is trans. And calling me a thing and an it, implying that I was, you know, touched when I was younger, implying that I do the same thing to children, and also accusing me of abusing my cats. So that's just something I wanted to put out there in case he is listening and recording, that no, I had not said a single thing about him when he started talking about me. So if you want to, DLF, go ahead and record that and add that to your little external hard drive. So that's the end of that.
But he said that about you. Like, he specifically said that about you.
That's disgusting.
Who?
All over his streams a couple times. Ray was popping off his mouth many times. And now he's saying, him and Chantal are saying it's because of people bullying him. I had not once bullied him at all, and I still haven't. I still have not called him those things since he said that about me. So I'm just putting that out there for his external hard drive in case he wants it.
Wow.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, Ray.
I have called you a chomo. I have called you all these things, and I was right. So love you, Ray Ray. Love you, Ray Ray. Ray Ray forever. Ray Ray forever.
Something that Sandra informed us that apparently he has once again referred to Monty as a monkey.
I mean, he's a piece of shit. So.
Yeah, both of them are
Timestamp.
off. But if you're not aware, DLF did email me, and he did confirm he has, at least on one occasion, seen cheese pizza content. That's CP content, the type of content you can and will get arrested for. He emailed me this at 8 a.m., 6 minutes after 8 in the morning, and I made a video about it.
Well, and he implied that in that thing, the email, Monty did make a video on it though, implied that basically anything that was said by Monty's chat or people on his panel, he would record for, future possible legal proceedings. And that if anybody attacked him, it would be Monty's fault because Monty's the only one that calls him things. And yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Dude,
well, you know what? If people found out that he wants to house, predators in his home and that he's actually watched CP, that's enough for some people to attack you. So maybe he shouldn't make videos saying that.
Or admitting it in freaking.
Yeah, I wouldn't admit
like,
that
why
to
would
anybody.
I mean, does he not realize I can still get him arrested?
I mean,
Right.
really. He should not. He's acting like the whole world doesn't have an aversion. People love children. People without children love children, and people want to protect children inherently. And if he wants to put himself out there as somebody that sympathizes with people who harm children, if he wants to keep talking about people, if I get attacked, it's your fault. No, dude, people are just trying to keep society safe. And in their own way, they feel like attacking people that do that. They think that's going to help. But he's the one putting a target on himself. I don't know why or how or what makes him think we need anybody. We don't need a middleman to make us go. We don't need anybody to. You opened your mouth and said those things about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Like
I don't know why.
Yo, look, you're the disgusting piece of shit head.
Yeah, and talking about Ray Ray.
Funny, like, ooh, that makes me like even just even knowing that he would admit that, or even just
right.
When I say like I'm trying to be calm, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you think that, and you just say it so. That's the part that's very so disgusting and disturbing. That you said it so casually, like it's just nothing. Like it's just, just whatever. Like, sorry, no, ho. And like I said, I hope you do get arrested because that's messed up. Like that is.
He needs to be like evaluated. Someone needs to sit down with him that is like able to identify if someone has those predilections or not. Because I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that empathizes the way he does with child predators. I don't know anybody that would admit, like I have a lot of friends, they admit to me that they watch porn. I don't know why they feel like telling me that they do. And it's a normal thing for them.
No, there's one person who I've ever known to basically sympathize with PDF files, and that's Chantal Marie.
I like to add to that. Pete's has the same types of mentality when it comes to people like that. Remember his whole spiel weeks ago and months
he was
ago.
passionate.
So all of them is like on the same wavelength. DLF, Chantel, and Pete's are all saying exactly the same thing when it comes to Chester's, Tromos, PDFLs. When you look at it, they've literally said the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, DLF says, and that Ray, but the way she is. I was like, excuse you? What are you talking about? You, sir.
Right?
You have no right to say Ray Ray's name.
Yeah, when he says
He's on a
that,
panel.
it's
Y'all
because
tell
he thinks
y'all
I'm
tell Natter
trans.
he's on a panel.
From what I saw in the chat, apparently he's threatening to strike, but it's like, what is there to strike?
Right?
We ain't doing shit. We
What are
just
you
over
gonna
here
strike,
chatting shit,
Natter?
you know?
What are you gonna strike? Go ahead, get your channel taken. Go ahead.
No, honey, you're the one that's gonna get striked to filth because you actually violate not just terms of service but my peace of mind.
What you gonna?
And I'm gonna take my sweet time to do a few little things on my own accordance. Natter, you would never dare step a foot in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, both of the crackheads alive right now?
They coordinated their crackhead time.
Yep. Coordinated crackhead time.
I was gonna say I didn't get the notification. No, I got the fatty notification saying Chantal's live.
Well, they have to show, that they're both,
happy hour,
on and not together. So they have to be on at the same time to prove that they're not together.
Crackhead Olympics 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, we've already had 2.0. I think at this point it's Crackhead Olympics 5.0, 6.0. God knows how many times they've coordinated their lives. I mean, hell, look, and you know when they coordinate, look, thanks. But when it's Crackhead Hour, you know when those two going live. See, that's how you know that these two are literally back in cahoots with each other.
We've been new.
But when Lily we're getting the Crackhead Olympics, yeah.
I don't care about any of them. I will watch them through somebody else's channel and all of the content that everybody's gonna make showing their crackhead antics. Thank you, Troll Detective. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Troll Detective.
I have a
Troll
feeling
Detective is here somewhere.
I have a feeling that they go live together because they think people are gonna like connect the dots that like, oh, if they're on together, they're probably talking smack about each other. Like some drama's going on, and it's gonna be like that back and forth kind of like, cat and mouse kind of argument that they've always had, and they're just gonna like rake in all the money because they think that there's some tea that's gonna get spilled, but in reality,
we're able to like make theories and stuff and be proven right so many times. So there's really no tea. Like there's no tea. Like Chantal even resorted to walking. That's how desperate she is.
Oh, right.
For 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Look,
her 2-minute walk.
She was like, I ain't doing this shit. Y'all ain't super chatting. Fuck it.
Well, yeah, yesterday was completely obvious. You get in a car, you stay at parking lot 27 on the long road, and then you turn your camera towards the hood of your car. You wait like 3 or 4 minutes, then you turn it back around, then you leave.
See what I'm doing over here.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Then you have the music drowning the all the noise in case any car doors are heard being opened.
Right? Like we heard them last time.
Mute your phone.
Right, exactly.
Or why be live in the first place?
Oh, Andrea, actually, my husband had a really good theory about that. Just in case, because she's always going to the freaking outhouse at like at midnight. Like, he has a theory that she goes on live because if something happens, she has her members to like call the police or something. You know what I mean?
That's so
She'll be at the outhouse and we'll just
exactly. None of them help her if something does happen, but
right. Because I mean, why else go live if you're trying to be so secretive, why go on live at all? Like you said, like it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that theory really does make sense, honestly.
That makes so much sense.
You would utilize her Karen.
Her chat, right?
Well, Karen, look, there are just as many Karens in her chat and the people that support her her the VI idiots, as some people like to call them. The VIBs, they're just as much of Karen's what she is. So yeah, that you're right. That's probably why she goes live. And I'm like, girl,
hubby was smart. Hubby was probably right.
Because if they hear like scream or something, they'll call the cops. So that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of time to think about this stuff. I've converted him.
Yeah, well, his chat are really ripping the piss out of him over Monty and really sticking up for you, Monty. And what I think is happening, he's wanting you to stream snipe this stream of his so he can get you. That's what he's doing. It's baiting you because
don't engage the narcs, folks. When narcs want you to play their game,
wanting you.
Ignore them, people.
Oh,
Monty can do whatever he wants, but
that's what they're doing. Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but he's wanting you to snipe. I'm sure he is. But it's not going to happen because he's here with us. So
he's here with us. Get your own friends. Get your own Monty.
He is baiting you. You're right. YouTube reject. Yeah.
That crackhead ain't gonna get no friends. Kidding me?
It's a trap. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a trap.
In our Star Wars General Akbar voice, it's a trap.
And then Justice said that he's like talking about how Monty dressing up is childish, but
entertainment.
Dressing up as a woman.
He did like a whole ass thing.
Right, a series on Foodie Beauty.
Yeah, it wasn't even one time. It was like an entire week of him dressing up in a new outfit every day.
He clowned, and that was the most entertaining
wearing
he's ever
lingerie
been.
and shit too.
Yes, he had pillows stuffed, and he was dancing. He was doing the clown.
Hopping around.
Dirty panties.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about somebody cosplay. Look, you put on that woman's dirty panties to make fun of her. You need to stop, okay? Hey, you want to sit down and talk about somebody dressing up. You put those nasty, crusty ass dirty panties, them drawers, them green stained drawers.
He's done worse, though, hasn't he? He's done
those crusty ass
done the deed.
But when it happens to him,
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hi, you.
Hey.
He's freaking out.
Hi. Woohoo, it's a party in the panel
Monty,
today.
you triggered him so bad. His thumbnail, and he's just going off. You really
the fact of the matter is he's wearing the same exact outfit that you had on last night, parroting him. This guy's eyes are bugging out of his head because he has no control over anything. They're throwing tomatoes at him like you would throw pennies in a fountain. He is dying right now.
Yeah, and the chat is calling him out.
He's gonna be up for the next 48 hours.
And his chat's throwing tomatoes. They're calling him out on the dirty things he said. And he doesn't realize he does not have a 92,000 channel. Like, Foodie does have a lot of trolls, but there are those crazy people. She does have a little pocket of cult members. He doesn't realize his channel is too small to be playing these games, but he's very cocky, and she's running this still. Make no mistake, his channel has always been a second channel of hers. I believe they're linked in some way. Even if they're not directly linked, you can assign an account to be a manager of another account. You can have two different Googles. You can be paid differently. So, and when you do that, you can go into their creator studio and you can edit that, or you can edit through creator studio. You can private things, delete things, unlist things, poke around. We know she's done that in the past as well, but this is just another thing because for sure he does not know how to do copyright strikes, copyright claims. He does not know how to do any of that. He couldn't even put slow mode in his chat or anything else.
Half the time he can't even see how to mute himself. So how is he gonna strike anybody? First of all, why does he keep saying, Monty, he told you to take stuff down? What stuff? There's nothing up there about him.
This was Chantal. This was Chantal in her effort to silence Monty. Okay, I have a theory. Okay, so 75% of me thinks that Chantal likes Monty and she's trying to connect with him
Well, that's never gonna
I
happen.
agree.
Okay, but just
Monty's not a crackhead, so she's never gonna get
never gonna work.
his love. Then no, she's never gonna get it. His love. Then no, she's never gonna get it. Never gonna get
You're
it.
never gonna get it.
No,
You're
no,
never
no.
gonna get it.
Never
So-
gonna get it.
But 75% of me thinks like if Monty gave her a little bit of attention, she'd be all over it.
Oh,
If Monty
he's
answered
a
that
man.
DM, she would have been all over it.
Just
He's
listen
a
to what I'm
man.
saying.
Of course, she would be all over it.
Just
Raquel,
listen.
She's thirsty.
It's part of my theory.
thirsty.
This whole thing is a part of my theory.
Well, you got to
Chantal-
remember, you know, she likes to fetishize men of color, so of course she's gonna like Monty.
Look,
But
Monty is a man. If he even just sat there and said, "Hey, girl," hey, what a do, baby boo, just a little bit of something, she would sit there and fall to her knees, be weak in the knees, and this is like, girl, that's never.
Hide your kids, hide your Monty. Hide your kids, hide your Monty.
Madsy.
It doesn't
Well,
take much for her.
got a little
to,
taste of it last night. Monty was right up in that camera when he was dancing. I was there watching the grind. So was Chantel. Telling you now,
She
was
probably
getting
clipped it.
She's
She
getting
probably then
famous.
clipped it. She watches it before bed at night. She's got a clip playing of
It's
look.
on repeat, right? All right,
You know
TR.
what? Look, soon, I'm telling y'all right now. Do y'all remember a cartoon called Hey Arnold? And do y'all remember how Elsa had a whole shrine dedicated to Arnold? Soon we are gonna see a whole Monty shrine dedicated to her. We're gonna see it.
No. Okay,
actually
she's gonna get that sex doll. She's gonna get that sex doll, and it's gonna just have like a paper face of Monty on it. She's gonna just tape it.
She does. Good girl. That's
Will
the
it
only
be?
thing that'll do her is
Will
a
it
sex
be in
toy,
a
so.
gray Tommy Hilfiger sweater top with a blue Tommy Hilfiger hat?
Absolutely.
Matching shorts.
Yes, with the matching shorts.
Well, no, it can't have shorts if it's a sex. Well, unless she wants to have it on like live stream with her.
She wants to strip it
Then she
down.
might
Are
have
you
to put
kidding
some
me?
This is where I did not mean for this to go to this place.
Well,
but
here we
we
go.
are. But
We
listen,
hear now.
Monty's in Canada, right? She knows.
Yes.
She knows. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I always
They
feel
live-
like somebody's watching.
She knows that
me.
Monty's. Just listen to me. She knows Monty's in Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monty's in Canada, right? So
You hit up that farm boy too.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Monty and her, aren't y'all in like the same city, the same area? Like y'all both in Ottawa.
I know I'm 4 hours away. I'm in Toronto, but I can make it to Ottawa. In
so that's
fact,
my point.
I gotta
Wow,
be.
you're at least 4 hours away. I thought you were closer. Oh, I mean, she'll do the drive.
She'll do the drive.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Monty's in Canada. He's another YouTuber, so he's already out there. She doesn't have to explain the YouTube lifestyle. He's black. So I think Chantal is already kind of working that angle in her mind. Like 75% of her is looking. And she probably when back last year, she was like, she was talking about Madsy and Monty like together. And I believe that Chantal, 75% of me is like, Chantal low key, talks a big game against Monty, but low key, if he communicated with her, if he opened up like a little crack of friendliness, just not sexually, but friendliness.
She already hit up them
we
DMs.
should collab. Oh, we need to, I'll be on your panel, whatever.
She hit up
When
them
she looked
DMs.
at that camera and said she wanted in Cuba when she had the silver wig on, she was like, I want to be on the panel. I was like, oh, she wants to be on the panel.
Exactly. She's like, I like Monty. I don't like those other people, but I like Monty.
She likes Monty. She don't like the other people, but she likes Monty.
Oh no, look, honestly, I'll be real with you, Aunt. Was it Andrea? Look, I'm telling you, low key, I've sometimes have wondered to myself, like, Does she like Monty? I have wondered that just a tiny little bit because let's be real, like you said, she fetishizes people of color. He's a straight man. He's a straight man. God knows she's thirsty for dick because God knows she can't get none no whichever way. So I mean, hell, she'll be. Look, that's why she's slid in your DMs today.
You
Hey,
forgot
Monty,
one.
DMs.
You forgot one.
The fact that,
You
look, the
can't
fact
have
that
them
she said
either.
thumbnail. Look, the fact that she
makes
looked
her
at your
want more.
thumbnail lets you know that she was looking at your content. So I'm like, So was that the first time you was looking at Monty's
Oh
content?
no, she's been
No,
prowling
you
for
see
I kind of
all of the
wonder.
content.
I
She
wonder
watches
how much,
all the videos.
how often like reaction channels are like recommended to her. I really wonder how much
Yeah.
that is.
Well,
You gotta
Monty,
think.
can I ask
Right,
you
Alex K,
something?
we've been new.
Monty, can I ask you something? I'd like to ask you a question.
Who's talking?
YTR.
Oh, sorry.
I have a YouTuber question. That's why I want to ask Monty. So I heard somewhere that in Critter Studio, when you're a bigger channel, if somebody has
Correct.
your content in there,
Correct.
you know what I'm gonna ask.
Yes.
you
You can see what percentage of your content
Yes.
they've used.
And that's how she even knew who I was. As how you think you might be a small channel. She knows everything.
Yeah.
She's got a list. She can see everyone, every
Mhm.
person. And she goes down that list and she goes and she stalks. But we know she's been stalking Monty for a while for all the other reasons you listed before. But also, she knows she can't really have Monty because I don't know, Monty. You seem like the kind of dude that has some standards, decent.
He's not a
standards in
crackhead.
my.
That's why.
Well, and that too, but
Standard number one, he's not a crackhead.
and she can't have you in a way, so that's gonna make her want you more because she wants what she can't have.
Really?
He's also got all his teeth, you know.
Yeah. And I'm also going to be in that area later this month.
Oh. Well, maybe there's a chance, man. You know,
Maybe.
Chantal gonna be rolling up in the keys.
Right?
Next thing we know, they're going to be sharing a twisty misty.
Oh
you know,
my
go.
God. I'm sorry if
Not
you
that
did
throat
that.
gonorrhea. Wait a minute, don't do it.
Monty, the day you date Chantal, the day I unsub. I'm sorry. I've been OG here for a long time, and I do
Listen.
enjoy you, but
Listen, stranger things have happened right on the YouTubes. Like,
break
can
my
you
heart. Come on
imagine if Foodie Beauty and I are a couple? Like, how
No.
would your heads explode? Would it be like, what is going on? What?
No.
Right? It's like, look at the Dre's look.
Monty, don't scare us like this, please. Please don't scare us.
Like, what? What is
No.
happening?
I need everybody
That
giving
is
you
no.
expression. Like, excuse
No,
me,
I'm
sir.
No.
Chat, please
camera
talk
just to give
sense
you a
into
look.
him. You know he just wants
No.
an iMac,
Can
but
you-
tell him no. Tell him
Can-
don't do it.
Can you imagine if we have like a couples channel? It's like, I don't know.
Oh hell
like,
no.
That's what
Foodie
she
and
wants.
That's what she wants.
right?
That
That's
is
what
what
I
you want.
believe. I believe.
You also got to travel though. She wants a couples travel channel.
Yes.
And I can do that. I got a passport.
Oh damn!
Oh no.
Whoa.
See, it just went
She's
up to
gonna be hitting you
90%.
up
I'm
more
90%.
Even
Have you tried hitting them DMs?
We're
She
gonna
be
have
in
to.
the DMs. I heard you got a passport, boo.
We're
Oh,
gonna have to
no.
start. We're gonna have to start looking at the reflection in Monty's glasses wherever he goes to see if she's there. The way they did with Natter.
Right.
I'm
no,
only
look,
gonna
no.
sign on to this if you document your health journey or decline therefore of your what has happened to your bits. You have to document the whole thing, all the doctor's visits. You don't have to show us your piece, but I'm just saying I want to see
Yes, he
the
does.
paperwork. Yeah, you gotta
Show us the clean
For education's
STD.
purposes.
Right.
STD
Another
screen. You
tier
gotta
of
be clean.
membership.
All I know is if that comes true, I hope you have a strong stomach and some smelling salts when you faint. That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
Kamanti, you gonna let her move in, or you gonna move into the villa? Can Pete come?
I know me and Pete could be cool. I could, take over in a
Well,
fatherly
remember?
role.
Oh,
Remember last time we talked
You
about
could
you
brush
fostering
Pete's
Pete?
hair.
Right? Exactly.
He's there already.
Well, no, let's be real. By that point, it'll be Ramona. No, okay. So basically, Chantal and Ramona will basically come move in. then
Is that true, Drea? He gave, I'm sorry, Monty, are you looking at the chat? Apparently, you have 24 hours to respond to Nutter. Or else what? You're going to torture us with more disgusting beige food, Natter? Like
You
what?
gonna
What's
fall strike
the
again?
threat here?
no, what you're gonna do?
or something? What's
No, what you're gonna do? You're gonna take off your shirt again. You're gonna show your teeth.
Ain't that something? A crackhead trying to give somebody a timetable? You have no job, sir. You have no job.
See? He's
We
learning
both
from
know,
last month.
now it's going to be up for the next 48 hours.
Baby,
Anything
Just because you're going to be awake for the next 24 hours doing all your crack doesn't mean Monty don't have to go to work or be with his family or anything.
Yeah, he got 9 to 5 on like your ass.
What kind of wait a minute? What kind of a person? Wait a minute. What kind of person strikes another person on Easter Sunday? Are you that much of a lowlife?
Oh, he
Yes,
doesn't
he
care
is.
about that.
Yes, he's on the Lord's day.
If you gonna call me a monkey, you can at least give me 3 business days to respond to your crackhead requests. You don't have
That means that Sundays don't
holiday
count.
weekend. We
Sundays
need
don't
more
count.
time.
Every day's a holiday for the crackhead.
Right, Ozzy? Come on now.
I mean, he
Holiday
didn't
weekend.
care about Ramadan. Why would he care about another religion?
That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? Like, he doesn't even care
no.
about his own religion from back home. Why would he give a crap about anything?
Can I
I
just
say that
I
if
do
he
too,
strikes
but
me
you know,
down,
I'll
we
still
start
take the
growing
days
eggs.
off. I don't fuck.
What?
that crackhead energy is
Wait
so
a minute. The
strong.
plot thickens. He says 24 hours or he is striking your videos. That's what that means, right?
His videos
Can
have nothing to
Ladies
do
and
with
I am
him.
gentlemen,
so
Good luck.
over.
Have fun with that.
Can I
Really?
I'm so
That's how
over?
he's going
No.
to lose it. Oh, that's how he's going to lose his channel. You
Why?
can lose your channel
I'm
for the
sorry.
false strikes.
Why the hell? Oh, like who sat here? This crackhead energy is too strong right now. Now you got too much crackhead energy up in you right now, sir.
You got too
Go
much crack in
somewhere.
him right
Take
now.
the crack
though,
away.
you know it. You
Take it
know
away.
this was Chantal whispering in his ear to do this, right?
This is a man who
That's what I'm
showed
thinking.
crusty underwear and wore his ex's outfits, put them up on his closet, was doing all sorts of parodies, and he's talking about striking, and nobody did anything to him, especially Dum Dum over there in Foodie. She didn't do crap about that, and he's got nerve to say he's going to strike for what? For what? Nobody was talking about you. There was no stream going on, parodying you all day, baby. I'll be DD 24/7.
Oh my God, it's Collie. I just realized you were on the
Yeah.
panel. I love you.
Hello. You call this man a monkey? You gonna tell him how dare you make a video making fun of me?
Right?
What?
The
It's okay when they do it, but it's not okay when anyone even.
Women getting beaten by their husbands. You condone women getting beaten by their
Oh,
husbands.
this is cute. Look. Chantal is live defending Natter.
Oh, so we have a
Chantal and
24-hour
Nader together
timeline.
forever.
You mad, honey? You mad? They mad.
Okay, when are we getting the
Community
crackhead wedding?
unite.
I want to see that
Reaction community
crackhead wedding.
unite.
Give us the cabin in the woods crackhead wedding. Come on, chop. I'm here for the next one.
With the Jafar ring.
Defending him. Get that Jafar
The
ring
Jafar
back.
ring, yes.
Put it on his finger.
She's such a damn puppet.
Could
Chantal
they
does
be
whatever
any
she
more? But seriously, can they be any more transparent? The two of them, they
Right.
can't see each other, right? So they're going to find some kind of an arc to get them one way to reunited because they can't do it on their
They're in
own.
a big legal battle, guys. They're in a big legal battle.
It don't feel,
Exactly.
but it don't feel so good because I'm sorry, but baby, them teeth ain't no way somebody's gonna be able to kiss that man and it's gonna feel good with them teeth. I'm sorry.
Oh, good God.
Sorry, looking like worse than piranha teeth.
It's like kissing a hacksaw.
What was that one movie where the woman used her
Like,
breast to
damn.
like crush like a can or something? I feel like Chantal, if she were like to lose some weight, she'd be able to do that. She'd just be able to just take those things and
Chantel's never gonna lose weight. People need to stop with that.
No,
I mean, come
she'll
on.
lose weight.
she,
No, she'll
there's
lose
always
weight.
liposuction. You never
No,
know.
Nah,
she'll-
dude.
y'all,
I've been
no,
here
she
for
will lose
years.
weight.
She's not losing anything.
No, she will lose weight. You want to know how she'll lose weight? From the
What?
coke.
She already
Coke?
did that. She gained it
No,
back.
that's the
It's
authentic.
over. She's
It's
done.
impossible for her to do it
She would
because,
have to
like,
be a
yeah.
full-blown meth head to lose weight at this point. She already did the sniff. Okay, I lost 20 pounds, gained it back, lost it again. She will gain back any weight she loses because she cannot control her eating. She is the deadly sin of gluttony. And she's so many deadly sins. She is all 7 in a person. But I will say she will not lose weight because anytime she may lose a little, she will gain it back. She doesn't have any coping mechanism. She never built them. And it will be the end for her. Make no mistake, this will not end as far as her eating is probably going to be what does her in the end.
Well, I think
that's how most of them go. Have y'all seen 600-Pound Life? And the fact that she's seen that show and she, like, I get it. She has an issue, but you know, if she wasn't such a scumbag, I would have empathy for it. But I've been done with that as well. That train is gone.
So Chantal's chat is giving her no quarter. They're like, Chantal, shut the fuck up. That was racist. There's no discussion. So good for them.
And her defending Natter is not going to make her look good to them either. They don't want to hear about him being the right one in the situation.
She's his puppet. She's sick.
It's fine, Chantal. You can play out internalized misogyny your whole life, but you'll never get anywhere. And your family failed you, and I feel they tried, but I think she's a bad seed at the end of the day. You know,
but does she not realize, like, even defending him, it's not going to make him love you anymore. It's not going to make him want you. I think she thinks it will because she's delusional, naive, and
this is her proverbial way of kissing his feet. This is the only way she can get to his feet, so she can kiss it.
I think she believes that it will help her.
But she defended him for being for raping, for essaying somebody.
Yes,
she was.
She provided an alibi. Even she assisted in.
He was a whole grape apologist. Look, I say the word grape. That's how I get around the word. I say grape.
Wait,
just when I think she can't get lower and shittier.
You guys make me sick. You judgmental losers. Well,
that's
why you? But you are here, so it's interesting. You want to
YTR, there are trolls that are coming in every single one of these chats. And
if you're sick,
no, I'm just saying, Andrea, I'm just saying, like, they're coming in here to try to bait and trying to, like, you know, get us to say something towards them.
Well, they probably can't afford her membership to chat in her own chat.
Exactly.
They got to go elsewhere to speak because they can't even talk in their own community.
Exactly.
I feel bad for that. That's sad.
And they're the ones that fall for her stupid woe is me. I'm going to play the innocent victim here. Convenient amnesia. That is the only thing you have is convenient amnesia. And y'all are, look, I'm sorry. Save your sympathy for the devil worshippers of Chantal, because honestly, y'all are a joke in and of itself. You guys sit there day after day, ass patting her, condoning her behavior, encouraging it. Right? She literally tells you to your face that she doesn't give a crap about y'all, that you're all replaceable. And then she screams atrocities at you guys. You sit there and take it. I don't know why. It's a weird fetish.
I think you guys enjoy abuse at this point. You're like her, where she enjoys, at this point, she pretty much enjoys Nader's abuse, not whatever. You get what I mean? And then she abuses them in turn. It's just a cycle at this point. They're all part of it now.
Every adjective she uses for this panel is exactly what explains her behavior. They are obsessed with her. They're there. How come they're always available when she goes on, no matter what time of day? Every single time, no matter 4, 5, 6 hours in between. Where were you, Chantal? That's obsessed.
You know,
now what could they possibly be defending her for in here? Because all we ever say are things that
are true.
They're true.
They're factual.
Because we use words that they can't articulate. They can't understand words in certain vocabulary. That's why she goes, who are these people? What are they even talking about? Because she can't understand any words we say. We're speaking English.
You can't. It's a low IQ over there. It's all low IQ people over there. They don't have intelligence. They really don't.
And haven't they learned that defending her gets them nothing? Defending her gets them nothing. Look at Sandy and Andrew, whatever their names are. They literally defended her and got nothing.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Keeping it real with San and Ann.
They were literally thrown to the wayside for defending her.
And they were her little simps. They showed her, like, you know,
Exactly.
they were attached to, they were always trying to get her attention to, like, oh, we talked about you in this video. She didn't give a crap about it. It was so
Heather,
funny.
we know.
She
We
was
know.
supposed to send them her old clothes or some shit.
Right.
They
Just for the
probably
chance to
glared
like
them
get a
to bed.
message from
No,
her, you
you're
know?
literally sitting there blatantly defending all her actions just to quote unquote try to use her for a little bit of a come up that was never gonna happen because let's be real. Oh, okay, Chantal doesn't care about but just who? Chantal. Oh, that's it. At the end of the day, is what Chantal wants. Look,
Oh my god.
I cannot believe that they really thought that they were gonna get somewhere
Dre,
by
read
defending her
that
actions.
comment.
What
Read
was
that
it, Steph?
comment.
Oh my god, the name of that comment is my favorite part.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic.
Yeah, really do. Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh, someone can send her a gif of that. That'd be funny. Just that commercial. She should be like DM that commercial.
That's so funny.
God,
Yeah,
look.
exactly.
And you know what? Look, and I'll say this right now. Look, now mind you, Carly, did you see where her remember how we were in Mrs. Fields earlier today and I said I was probably gonna go up in there and throw some tomato. That was in his chat when he was cooking. Chad, look, I don't want to say that I caused the chaos from this this afternoon stream where basically he was just getting nothing but tomatoes thrown at him. But yeah, I kind of caused that because I went up in there and I just basically put a bunch of tomatoes and then everybody started putting tomatoes. It was glorious. It was amazing. And I'll do it all again.
He
I don't care.
initiated tomato getting. I was there. I witnessed it.
Well, he's gonna lose everyone because, like I said before, he doesn't have as big of an audience. He doesn't have as many numbers to play with, and he's gonna learn real quick. He's gonna learn real quick when people start to leave. He's gonna see it more because he's not gonna get them back the way Foodie does. You know, when Foodie loses people, they you know they're addicts to her, so they leave, they come back, whatever, and then she has the high turnover rate with the new people as well, but new ones come in. But with him, he doesn't have as much of that.
Well, in my TR, I think that's the reason he's kind of like panicking in a sense, like threatening Monty, threatening FFG. Like, oh, he did the same thing to FFG. Oh, you got 24 hours to respond. He knows that if his channel gets taken down, he's gonna have one hell of a hard time getting that back.
Yes.
Exactly.
All Monty has to do is start being nice to Chantal, and then Natter's chances.
all the time. And it was just today. He's little tomato getting.
Oh my god.
I'm just claiming that I started that one today. Not all of them. I know it happens all the time. I'm just saying that literally I started it today.
Dee can't put him on a leash. She's gonna get backhanded for that. She can't do shit, and that's why she's not on camera, because she's starting to get hit. Let's be real about this. There's no way she's not getting abused.
Yeah, I gotta say that there has to be a logical reason why Dee is no longer part of his live streams, because she was all over the live streams. In fact, she was even taking over at some points where he would leave for 5, 10, 15 minutes and she'd be there by herself doing it. So there has to be a logical reason why you move from that, and that was a very recent reading in the chat, to now no longer being there at all.
I think he laid hands on her, and I think he's not letting her participate because he's got to control her to keep her quiet. But she's scared enough of him, she probably would keep quiet anyways. But these kind of men, that's what they do, the isolation. He's isolating her from everything, including the online people. Because some of them kind of liked her because they just didn't like Chantal that much, that they were just willing to like her more, in a sense. He's cutting her off from everything. And I mean, I don't know that she got hit. Okay, allegedly. But you can't tell me that this man laid hands on other people and he's not going to lay hands on the woman he lives with. I don't buy that.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah,
I know he's been stabbed 2 people. He's gone to prison. He likes to pretend he's a big man for that. Anyone could be an idiot and end up in prison and be somebody's biatch, which is what he was for sure. And it's so crazy because you would think that dealing with that, he would want to not go back and he would be on good behavior, but he's just a mess. He's not learned his lesson. Some people do learn their lesson. In this case, he's really not, because he's still carrying on with all this criminal activity. He belongs back.
Really
And
surprised.
YouTube, have you
He's
thought?
supposed to have like a probation officer, but like he never gets drug tested. And I find that
Right.
really bizarre. But like maybe because he wasn't arrested on drug charges,
Mhm.
he doesn't get drug tested.
I don't know. In
too,
Canada,
actually.
it's sometimes a little bit looser than in the States, where I know in the States it's like you guys get the test
It's
all
like
the
you got
time,
an
right?
ankle monitor almost. They be
Right.
watching every move
Yeah.
you make. Yeah.
But over
work with-
here, at times
Cra-
you don't get the test, or maybe he gets the test
Right.
I
on
worked with a
certain
guy that
times.
would have to get regular tests, but he also got arrested for, making meth. So
Yeah,
there was that.
I do want to say though, because people were talking about the whole how did he get to Canada, I do want to say something. You don't get kicked out of a country because you beat someone up. There has to be something very big for someone to be a refugee and plead political asylum. That usually means there's a lot of discourse in the country, which I know Egypt was going through some really messed up stuff with their government and things like that. So it could have been during that time. I haven't checked the timeline of that.
Well, yeah,
but
no,
or
I
just like severe criminal activity on a great scale, but it would take a lot.
Criminal activity. It was more so because of like if you know anything about the whole like Israel-Palestine situation, that is exactly why he was kicked out and why he had to seek political asylum.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been wondering, and what
it wasn't anything criminal. It was nothing really criminal per se. Like I know to them they say it's quote unquote criminal, but it's not really criminal to basically believe that.
But I don't. He lied to Chantel about how he got there. This is what I was trying to lead into, because I know y'all have talked about it. For sure, he's been lying to Chantel how he got there, and all these other women. They all buy it because they're stupid and they don't really. Well, I shouldn't say stupid. They're naive. They don't really understand how it works. He literally said, "Oh, I got in a fight because I was defending a friend. That's how it happened," and Chantel believed it. So, whatever. So
I just had to kick a pathological liar out of my house, but I believed what they were telling me because I just kind of wanted to. I wanted them to be better person, and so I kind of projected onto them, and so maybe that's what she wants. Is she wants him to be this perfect guy, and so she's just kind of projecting.
Well, think about it this way too, Ozzy. It's like the way you just said that about him. It's the same way with her audience. They want her to get better. They want her to change every day. So they keep tuning in and keep telling her, "Oh, you should clean your house. Oh, you should do this. You should do that," to try to better her situation. And she'll play around like she's going to, or she'll make some sort of an effort, then get back involved in her own crap and pull back and be like, "What do you want from me? I live my life and I make mistakes." And this is why all these people still come back. Like people that are not VIBs will say like, "I'm just, seeing how this turns out, how it plays out." And I had that morbid curiosity too. Like I'd like to see her get away from Natter, and possibly just, heal from it. It's like it's 6 1 half dozen the other. You damn well straight know nothing's going to change, but at the same time, you really wish that it would, So I get it.
But she will not. Here's the thing. Even if she gets away, if she doesn't work on herself, there will be another Natter. There will be another. That's the thing. If you don't work on yourself and fix why you're looking for your father in everybody, and this is why you're picking these controlling, abusive men. Now, you could have an alpha personality man without having an abuser, but she doesn't know. She's not a good judge of character. She doesn't know how to vet people. She speeds up the dating process because if you smile at her, you're her boyfriend. She doesn't take the time to get to know anybody over a period of time to even see if they are a decent person, but she's always looking for a father figure.
Right.
And this is why this controlling, crazy person, she latched on so quickly because, and she could do it again. There are people that do this. They go from man to man to man. They're all terrible men because they haven't resolved their daddy issues, their abandonment issues, their emptiness in themselves, their low self-worth, everything that they have going on with them. And
I mean, but the problem of it is just that she, and this is just my thing. Like, I mean, look, she's predatorial herself. So it's like to me there, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like when you already have predatorial tendencies, I wouldn't say you're too far gone, but it's like that's very hard to fix.
Right.
yeah,
Has anyone considered?
She also has to want to change, is the thing.
yeah,
and
she
she
won't.
doesn't want to.
Yeah, which
It's made that way.
never happened. And but here's the thing, but there's no reason for her to change. She being the way she is, being predatorial, being disgusting, being bigoted, being being who she is right now, monetarily benefits her. So what is there to change? What is there? Why change? Why
Right.
she made. I might think about it. If she was not like the terrible person that she is, she would not be able to have all that she has. So right now, there's no reason for her to change. That's what the VIBs are so stupid and they don't understand. She monetarily benefits from being who she is right now. So why should she change? Why? Please
Has
explain.
anyone
Why?
considered the fact that maybe, and here's just another possibility, allegedly, theory, whatever.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I have a child that was singing, so I had to say that.
No worries.
So here's another possible situation. Nader being who he is, there is a possibility that him being so deeply involved in the world of addiction purposely gets his partner, whoever he's with at the time, addicted to his substance to the point where they're so doped out that they are not aware of the things that he is doing or saying, i.e. Dee currently sitting in silence to the side, not saying a peep.
Oh yeah, she could be drugged up.
But Sean kind of said during her drunken rant in Cuba that Dee does have a history in the past, allegedly with her late husband that was also allegedly abusive towards her. I want to keep saying allegedly because we don't know. No, but still. So if that's
Yeah, my case in point, man to man to man. She has some similar issues as Chantel, obviously.
It's not even a factor of drugs. It's just a matter of if she's already if it's true that she excuses the things that Nader does, this is literally just in her makeup, regardless of drugs or whatever.
That both can be true though, right? Both things can be true. And the truth is that I feel allegedly that he does this so that when they do get to a point where they may want to leave or fight for themselves, they are so doped out of their mind, they can't even grasp reality to do that. And I think what we have been witnessing for the past few months when it comes to Chantal herself is he had gotten her to that point of, hey, this makes you feel good. Take it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he cut her off, well, now she has to go look for her own substance.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
it's a form of control too.
Exactly.
Because also they aren't going to want to go to the hospital if needed because those drugs will show up on their tests. People wonder why Chantel never goes to the hospital anymore when it used to be her favorite place to go because she's borderline hypochondriac. It's because of the drugs will show up on the tests. Okay. Everybody that knows addicts, has a history with it, this, that, and the other. You know, if it's in your past, no shame, you know, good to anyone doing the thing. But I'm just saying, anybody that's familiar knows that they are scared to go to the hospital for anything, even if they should, or say they got hurt by him. They're not going to seek an outside source because they're going to feel like they will get in trouble for the drugs in their system. Now, you can't get arrested for drugs already in there, I don't think. I mean, if it's on your person, that's different. If it's just in your system, they'll just, you know, detox you and all that. But a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people are scared of that. And I'm sure these women don't know it because they don't really know a lot of just regular stuff.
Right.
So that would almost make sense with your theory in the sense of like that is more of a control of almost like a blackmail that's held over their heads and keeps them there as well. And this is not as far-fetched as it seems because people that peddle drug deal and peddle drugs on a lower level, they do have women that they see who started out as their clients that they get involved with, and they keep them as pretty much booty calls that are also their clients. It happens all the time, and he's doing
Trade for
it
trading,
Yes.
trading,
Totally.
bartering, basically.
Yeah,
So
totally.
one other thing that I wanted to add to what you said. Y'all remember the last time she went to the ER, right? The very last time.
To her uncle's after, didn't she?
Well, and
or
she
the one for the
admitted
COVID. Which
the
one?
No, the one before that. The
Okay, with the
which one
uncle with the chest pain.
yes, that
Okay.
no, okay, so I'll have to look back because I need
The
to
one
clip
with
it.
the chest pain is when she went to the uncle, and then she stayed there. She's supposed to stay there a few days to get clean, but she didn't stay there a few days. She went home like
I
the same
think
night.
so,
Is
yes,
that the
because
one?
yes, that's the one where she admitted to that she had to tell the doctor that she was using the snow.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Right?
the one. Yes.
They just want to know how to treat
So
me.
today she said in her stream that her doctor recommended her inpatient treatment for her usage of pot. Now, where on earth have you ever heard a treatment center be like, yeah, totally, you pothead, we're going to treat? No,
Maybe back in the
I've
Reagan
never heard of
ages.
that.
They do, but I think it also has to be like you have other like addictions. It's not just like, oh, I do THC every now and then. It has to be like
the level she does could put down a rhinoceros. It might have been, like there are potheads that I've been asking, and the level she does is beyond people that can handle a lot and do it all day long. And I think maybe the level she does, and that it's all day long, and probably, yes, the other stuff combined, I could see them kind of looking at the whole picture and saying, okay.
Well, I mean, the thing of it is just that, like, well, we know that she's doing other stuff. I mean, again, like, she literally makes it obvious that she's doing other things.
Well, if they can
behind the
access her
scenes.
health records, which they usually can, then I mean, her health records show everything. It's all there.
Right. Like, I mean, it's not like, it's like, girl, come on. We know that there's more going on than just quote unquote, not anal beads, but anywho.
I saw that too, and I was like, what is that?
Excuse me.
Okay, that her tripod that she has, one of the feet look like anal beads. Don't ask me how I know that.
No, I know exactly what tripod you're talking about.
Yes.
It does look a little suggestive, not gonna lie.
Wow.
But I would not suggest
so many
it
questions.
personally.
So many questions.
Who know?
But you can tell it's not those beads, because the beads you have to progress, right? The bead starts small, then you progress on. Okay, that's how you tell they're
not always
beads.
Not always.
Ozzy, I got a lot of questions for you. Okay, well,
I collect sex toys. We've been over this.
No, I was about to say, because I'm like, no, there's some anal beads that are all the same size. Like, I mean,
I mean, the only ones I've seen are just
first
like
of
in
all-
shops. So
okay,
I've seen them
first of all,
before, but I don't know
do
all the
not-
varieties. So,
Sir, look, first of all, you don't look, let me tell you something. Sex toys in the gay community is a very prominent thing. Well, not even just the gay community, was me, but especially in the LGBT. Oh, honey, sex toys are very prominent. Okay, trust me.
I'm getting close to 100. I'm getting pretty close to owning 100. I have a display case and everything. It's great.
that's amazing.
Nasty.
I have a section in my display case of just rainbow dicks, and it's
Look,
fantastic.
like I said, love that for you. Okay, God knows once I get more money, more. God knows.
So, Justice, is that what someone said, or is that you just joking around that Monty's not allowed to question anyone?
Oh, she's
What's going on?
kidding. She's not serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just lost my
She's
train of
chill.
thought for a
She's
moment
chill.
because Dre decided to talk about anal beads.
That wasn't me. That was somebody in the chat. Was like, go over there and see if those are anal beads. And I was like, anal beads.
Can we get a confirmation?
And then we all get
confirmation on the
sidetracked.
beads?
I just
You
can't
know,
with
I
anything in that.
can't keep my goddamn mouth shut.
I mean, if it's
Now we know,
another
Ozzy.
type of thing, I'm down, but
And now we
nothing
know.
back there. All right.
What?
Anyways,
I have a Twitter that no one knows about that is completely full of this shit. So like, don't even. This is
Oh, we all
cool
have
ass community on
we
Twitter.
all have that Twitter.
We all
Look,
got that Twitter.
we all got that
Okay,
Twitter.
can I
Okay?
just say
I
that I
don't
find
have
it
that Twitter.
physically
I do not.
impossible for Chantal to be able to use the anal beads herself because she's
Of course.
built
She
like
can't
a
reach
Stay Puft
anything back
Marshmallow Man,
Can't reach
and
that
She
there's
can't,
just
she
no
can't even wipe
way.
her own ass. She's not going to be able to do that.
Use them. She probably tried to eat them at one point.
Oh,
Oh my God.
gross. Oh my God. Can we get an update on Nader? Is he
Chantal
still
said
alive?
she can't. So
He is not still alive. She is right now.
What's she saying, chat? I know you
He's-
got another tab
No,
open. I
they're
know
giving
you
her-
people.
They're giving her a hard time because she's still swatting fruit flies out of her room and opening the window, and she's just sitting there, her usual moaning and groaning. She's got the stupid, crochet thing on her head. She's
that thing again.
back
Oh, that's made a return. She must have found it under a pile of dirt.
Girl,
I
put that
think
in
so.
a barrel and light it to high heaven. That
She's
thing
got
is
the
not
striped
serving
shirt
you.
on too that matches it. So
That doily thing, I can't with that. It's an atrocity. Get
fashion
rid of it,
sense is
girl,
the
please.
No, why
That's
Sierra?
weird.
The atrocity is that effing crystal thing she puts on above her lip now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my!
She's
frick,
pretending to
that
have
thing
them
drives
on
me nuts.
now. It's driving me nuts.
She's according to the chat, and I'm gonna say it right here. Someone, sorry, I can't find you. Oh, the internet T says she said he confused Monty with the word monkey. Chantal?
We're not confused.
Yeah,
We're not,
right.
nobody's
Nobody
confused.
does that.
Nobody's confused.
So that means about 2,000 people heard the same thing because I was in a different chat. They all heard the same thing. This chat heard the same thing. Nice try. No.
She's so full of shit.
You know that
Chantal,
they're
why
just
don't
doing
you
the
just
lowest
find-
digs possible
Okay, like,
because they're
he
jealous. That's
clearly
all.
understands English. There ain't no goddamn way.
He said he's going to invite him to the zoo. Did he
Thank
confuse
you.
that?
He literally said.
Oh, really?
He literally said the word zoo. Do not sit here.
Monkey 5 times.
Guys, they're doing the worst on purpose. They're doing the classic trolling where you take somebody's biggest insecurity or what you assume it is, because Monty doesn't give a crap about this, but they're gonna take what they think what's gonna hurt and hit the worst, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. It happens all the time on here. It's gross. It's not right. I'm just saying. That's why you don't want to.
The racism thing is the easiest thing to go for. It's the low hanging fruit.
yeah.
It's fruit. He knows it's going to
It's
get
too-
reaction.
But it's
He doesn't
stupid.
give
I don't know why people
It's
play
way
that
too
game,
easy for
because
the fucking
that'll
racists to do
alienate.
that.
Like, audiences don't care for that, so it's stupid because it's the easiest thing they can do, but it's also the most damaging for their channel. I care
so
about
then
the
in that
morality
case-
too, but I'm just saying these people are dumb. They got this whole Ponzi scheme. They got this business plan. They think they're all, ooh, we're smart. We're gonna be a LLC. Get out of here with that.
Chantal's dirty anal beads. Oh no!
Ew, already. Oh no.
Go where? Oh, I see it. Oh no.
Thank you for that.
Wow.
I wish you found a pair. I wish you found a picture of some brown ones. That would have been fucking awful, and love that. Love that for us.
I know. What up, players?
Like the speed at which these things appear is just too much.
Oh, it's too much.
It's going to be some anal beads up in Chantel's chat tonight.
So has she posted anything on the Beezer show? Has she posted anything in these other platforms?
No.
Nope.
She's sitting in front of her computer now as she used to when she was posting for the Beezer show, but she's on her main channel. She's not going to go back to those platforms.
She's got the minx wig on
Yeah.
and she's doing all kinds of makeup and stuff.
Well, now so she thinks she's a badass because she only brings out the minx wig when she thinks she's a badass.
Well, no wig. She's got the crochet top on her head right now.
Oh, okay. The wig will come soon.
Old Mother Hubbard.
Exactly. She's in the middle of adulting,
Everyone's
YTR.
old, but she's wearing things my grandmother wouldn't have even worn. Everyone's old, but look at old Mother Hubbard with her little doily on her head.
It's just funny because she's trying to clean, and every 5 seconds she's rolling up a paper towel and killing another fruit fly.
Well, I
Oh,
bet
that's
the
so
Okay,
clean from
so
the
was anybody else
balcony.
triggered when she was trying to clean? When she was folding something for like 45 minutes, and I was like, damn it, let me get to her house. Like she's taking like one pair of pants, and she's just like, you know,
In slow mode.
I was like, what is happening? What's happening? Am I high? Is she high? Are we all high? I'm like,
She is high.
this is crazy. Is this
She
what
is
cleaning is to
high.
her?
You know
Hey,
she high. It's that crackhead activity.
Crackhead
Please.
activity all day, every day, every day.
Do you guys think there's garbage on that balcony? Because those fruit flies are coming from the window, and
100%.
it's not even summertime
Oh,
yet.
for sure.
What's
I think
happened
it's
is
Garbage
so
hasn't
bright out
moved.
there.
they've laid
It's still out
eggs,
there.
which is why she's got a constant source of fruit flies. Like there's something somewhere that they've nested. There's
It's
something
just
somewhere.
her. It's just her. They're attracted to this snake.
Ugh.
Oh, they create their nest in drain sinks, so I'm pretty sure she doesn't like in the
Well,
drainage of the sinks and stuff.
Oh
Yeah, there's
yeah.
no
She
way she
probably
cleans the
hasn't.
kitchen
Probably
sink.
the drains.
Oh my
There's
god.
no
But
way
She
she cleans
hasn't.
that thing.
And she doesn't brush her teeth, so the sink in her bathroom hasn't been turned on either.
Oh, I just
Also,
shuddered.
the shower drain can also create that's where they lay all of their eggs, and they can lay hundreds of eggs per fruit fly, so they're never going to go away.
I just don't get why she can't just have someone come in once a week. Well, we get why, because she's out of control, and I do think she likes to hoard trash. I have my own little theory about all of that, because a lot of other hoarding tendencies are there. And a lot of people that have the issues that she has hoard as well. I've had a first class seat to that in my real life with with a relative, seeing that. So yeah, I think she likes to hoard, but I also think she even hoards trash, because those garbage bags are not normal. And the only time I've ever seen somebody have that many trash bags like
on
this,
hoarders.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, I get people get depressed and a little lazy, but no, there's a point where people are like, okay, but there's none of that there in that house. And I think she enjoys hoarding trash. I really do at this point.
You might be right. You might be right.
She attaches to inanimate objects. She puts like a significance on even the littlest thing, which hoarders do as well. Everything is sentimental. There can be an empty box, and do not touch that. It will be used someday for their figurines or whatever. I have a hoarder in my family. I grew up with a hoarding parent, so I know very well all of that crap. Okay. And luckily mine didn't hoard trash, but she would hoard dumb crap, like empty boxes and stuff too. Like just dumbest shit. Like, oh, here's a blank piece of paper in a cardboard box. And she would be like, you guys aren't helping out. So I'd go in, I'd try to, and then I throw away these empty boxes, and I never heard the end of it. But anyways, that's a whole other, who cares about that? But I'm just saying, she does place a lot of value on things and hoarders do that a lot. They place a lot of sentimental value. She does that with food too, which, that kind of makes sense that it crosses over, because you do see a lot of crossover, and she does that in a lot of ways when she hyper attaches to people as well. There's a lot of crossover there, and the tendency she has with that. It's very interesting. I don't know. I do. This Nader saga is taking away from my usual case study. I'm getting more than I bargained for. Okay. I was here to see all of that. I wanted to study that. And now we're into this dark stuff, but I guess it's all dark in a way. But I think the fruit flies are really colonizing, though. For real.
So now she's switching her mind again and saying that, it's Natter's responsibility of what he says, and she's not getting involved.
Sure.
But she's
that
started
means
the
that
stream
her
to get
lie
involved.
didn't work. That's all that means, Collie. The little
Her
excuses didn't work.
VIBzers did not defend him, and they were not going to. That's what happened.
And she's putting on. Can somebody tell me why she's got to have the full blown lashes, doing the eyebrows with the thing on her head?
Collie,
Because she's stylish,
because we're
girl.
old
She's
and ugly.
stylish.
Oh, I forgot.
Stylish, girl. She's stylish. Look at me in my
It helps
eyelashes.
with the filter. It helps make the
helps
filter make her eyes look gigantic and unnatural.
Yeah, I
That
think
is
she
true.
realizes that a lot of people are not supporting him, and then she's like, "Oh well, I'm not getting involved because let him. He's responsible for what he says, and that's on him." And oh wow,
Too late. Too late.
It's the homophobia. That's not my problem. That's on him. The racism. That's
I
on
love
him.
their
That's on
picture
him.
of that. Oh my
Defended him, though.
gosh.
She fully defended him.
He's a crocheted little outfit with the surprise. That's so cute.
Look, I crochet, and I actually could probably do her a better
Wow, that's
little
talent.
hat thingy. But I won't because I like to see her look like an idiot with that doily on her.
Can we get those dolls going again? I want a whole collection. Who can make crochet
Oh,
dolls?
the amigurumi ones, I make them. I do
Oh,
really
I
nice
make them as
dolls.
Well, merch idea, girl.
I actually make these big pillow-like stuffed animals that my kids love. My daughter has a bunny, so it could be used as a cuddle animal or a pillow.
That's too cute for me. I want a creepy little collection of little dolls I can put on my shelf. I like to collect toys anyway, so it will
Ooh,
go with my
Or you
other
could be
stuff.
like me, who's a total freak and crochets penises.
But I'm not putting them next to my
You crochet
Marilyn because
penises? I love that.
Yeah, I actually made one for my friend's wife, and it's goddamn hilarious.
Oh
It could be
yeah,
used
the
as like a neck
dicks are
pillow.
better.
You can
Yeah,
like wrap it around the back of your neck.
you mean dicks.
You
I
should
don't
make
know.
one
really?
body pillow
Dead
size.
ends.
You make those, Ozzy?
I can't. I have one within reach, but I can't show it on stream.
Okay. I was trying to get a crochet testicle and shaft warmer on Etsy. Don't ask me why. Okay, it's part of my
I
gag.
can make one.
Okay.
I have a pattern.
Yes. Do not ask
so many
me.
questions.
How many questions?
I have a pattern, and I have rainbow yarn. All you got to do is ask.
Okay, I'm asking Ozzy.
Oh my god!
No questions, okay?
You just gonna throw that out there, and we can't ask anything. wait a minute.
I mean, I was gonna ask for a vape case, but have you seen those cute crochet vape ones? But
I
here, Monty's
think
like, I need to warm my balls. I need.
It's cold in Canada. Don't be judging me.
I gotta send. Okay, I gotta send you this picture of Monty, where I made a penis wine cozy for my stepmom for Christmas, and it was fantastic.
You'll pay for the custom doll. I know. I'm trying to find someone to make me creepy little dolls. But she's not going next to my Marilyn. That's like she's the queen and she's a collector. Like she's a legit collector item. And then no. I'll put her next to Sailor Moon and my goofy stuff. We can put her over there. I'll put Beats up there too. He can hold Sailor Moon's hand. Or Tuxedo Mask's hand too. Yeah.
YTR, it sounds like you're asking for a Chantal voodoo doll.
Yes.
Maybe.
I mean, Yaba and DC Media Girl had one. Yaba's got attacked by their cats, so those are gone, unfortunately.
Well, there was someone in
they're
the community that made dolls. There was a woman in the community that made dolls, and that's why I've been asking because I don't remember what her name was or anything. She made the cutest ones, and they were she made an Amber one, a Chantal, a Beats.
And Chantal's was like balding. It was fantastic.
You've seen it, right?
I love that thing. It was fantastic.
So I just, I figure I'm already a creepy toy collector. So let's add something a little special to the mix.
I gotta ask Andre a question because this statement she just made, I'm gonna pull my hair out. Okay, she just said, and this is in reference to the racism comment. Now she's saying that she's not with him right now. I'm focusing on myself, blah, blah, blah. But then she's like, why am I always condemned for having an opinion? It's like when you accidentally say something, first off, that's not implied. It's not intended. You accidentally say something racist. How is that accidental?
It's not accidental. Wow. It's just her doing her normal stick when she doesn't want to take responsibility for something.
Accountability.
I know, right? I know the look.
Well, this has been a pattern for so long. This isn't a moment of ignorance. She showed who she is over
It's
time.
it's not even deep.
Yeah.
She's just full of shit.
Really?
I want to know why Monty needs a crochet.
Popcorn. Oh my gosh.
What?
I'll hit you
Why,
up.
Monty?
Really?
It's for my skit, okay? I have a skit. I have a lot of things that I'm
Oh,
gonna be
sure. I'm sure
Oh, it's because it gets super cold in Canada, you know.
Everything for a skit. That's how Monty gets away with it. Yeah, it's for my channel, guys. It's just a skit. Don't worry about it.
I have a
It's just this thing I'm gonna do later.
Does my look does my look answer the question?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
It does. You know, and she does that a lot. She says a lot of hurtful things.
I love the hand check thing.
That was not a certain hand check. They were like, yeah, hand check. Yeah.
That was perfect. Perfect timing.
So Chantal just says a lot of hurtful things, and she never wants to be held responsible for it. She never wants to be held responsible for defending it. So she fully believes in a figurative sense that if she is driving by, I'm going to say me because I'm a Black person, if she's driving by me on the highway, slams into me as a pedestrian and runs over me, I accidentally hit you. It doesn't matter. Why do I got to be punished for accidentally hitting you? It's the same way with words and the things that we choose to say. If I made a statement, that's why I was apologizing my ass off, because I made this kind of controversial statement about being overweight. And I have very strong opinions about being overweight. And I knew that the statement that I made could have hurt a lot of people, because I'm so into fitness, because I've seen people that I love die unnecessarily because they were overweight. Whatever your controversy is, that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized me making that statement could hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take responsibility for the pain that I caused and be very apologetic, because that was not my intention. If it wasn't Natter's intention to hurt Monty with his monkey comment, he would not have elaborated about the zoo and about bananas and all this other bullshit. Chantal is just full of shit.
Yes.
These two have been they have been this way off and on for months.
It's who they are.
The first time, Norval would be the last. How they called each other. Freaking, she called him a camel. I mean, I don't care about the dude, but are you kidding me?
You still, but it's no different.
You
Like,
know, that's what I'm saying. These people have showed their hand.
She does not care that other people were hurt by his words. Not just Monty. I was also hurt by that.
She doesn't have
care about
empathy,
the other people
though.
that could be watching.
She doesn't have empathy. She didn't care when the grandma died. She didn't care when the cat died. She will never have a normal amount of empathy. I truly believe something is wrong in there. I'm serious. I have seen people with disorders show the teeniest littlest bit, and she doesn't. So I'm very concerned
cares
about that.
about Natter.
Well,
and
yeah,
that's why she's going so hard trying to defend him. And then she casually says, I don't know why people have to be, when they say something accidentally, until somebody calls her a whale, until somebody calls her fat, until somebody says,
you're fat shaming me.
And then I can say, oh, that was an accident because you're kind of obese. I didn't mean to call you fat.
But she don't understand those too. This is what she don't understand. Is at the end of the day, what she don't understand is at the end of the day, look, words and actions still have consequences. And you have to take whatever consequence and whatever comes along with the things that you say and do. You can say sorry, but at the end of the day, if your words still affected somebody, you have to still take the fact that your words still hurt somebody. If you do something, your actions still will hurt somebody, and you have to live, and you have to sit with that and let that be. It is something that, trust me, and I'll be real with you, it took me a long time time to basically accept that, because I used to be a person where I used to always just be like, well, oh, but I'm growing, I'm learning. I said, and I'm sorry, but no, what you have to understand is that when you say and do things, there is still a consequence. And it doesn't matter sometimes how much you say you're sorry. It don't even matter sometimes how much you change and you grow. If somebody is hurt by your actions, they are still hurt. And you
They're
have
still
to be
hurt.
okay by that.
That they're
And you
still
have to,
hurt, and they may be mad at you. They have a right to be mad at you. If you said something that hurt them, they just might not be able to let go and forgive you just yet. But Chantal doesn't care about any of that.
they may never let, and they may never let go and forgive you, and that's their right.
I'm never gonna forgive him. He's a piece of shit. And
Right,
I
and you had, and look, sorry, my mom said I need to calm down. But still, though, but that's the thing, though. But you have every right, and that's it. And you have every right to not forgive him, and that is the thing that she has to also understand too. People, at the end of the day, when you say and do things, you have to take whatever comes with it. That's why they say think before you speak, because when you speak, those words will have. I know.
Can I, guys? I'm
Asking
sorry. I don't
Chantal
mean
is
to
key.
intervene because I see that Sandra is trying to come back in here
Oh,
to
hey,
say.
Sandria.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's give her the floor, please.
Hey guys, I just wanted to ask a quick question. I wanted to know, why do Chantal keep coming from Mrs. Fields' kids? What do her children have to do with anything? I'm a mother of 2 teenagers. I have an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. And if any woman think that they're going to come for my kids, they have another thing coming. What does this have to do with this woman reacting to her videos? Like, that
girl.
a lot. Like,
He always
don't
been coming for people's kids.
leave your children out of it.
She's threatened to get people's kids taken away in the past.
So
She doesn't
she needs
care.
to stay away from kids,
She's
because here's the
evil.
deal, Chantal. I'm a
You want to
mother
know
of
the reason
2.
why? Because it's a low hanging fruit for her. It's a weakness.
Exactly.
Anyone
Let's go
that
around the panel
believe
one at
me.
a time.
When
I'm gonna
you
do it
activate a
myself.
mama
Let's
bear,
go one
you
at a
better
time. Ready?
be
I think
ready.
she knows it bothers people, and that's why she goes.
Yeah, like I said, she takes what is going to be your kryptonite and she'll use it against you. What do you do to a parent? Threaten their kids. She threatened to call that one person from Kiwi Farms that claimed to know her in real life. She threatened CPS on her kids. She is trying to intimidate Mrs. Fields into silence by insinuating that she could threaten that. And she has done it in the past. It's an
Right.
intimidation
So can I say
tactic.
something about that as a creator that is a mom of 2 who has faced in the past situations like this? I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen to you, Chantal. Go ahead and call the authorities you want. They're going to find nothing. And then you're going to be charged for wasting their time, because anyone who you have filed a false claim against has the right to file a counterclaim against you. Stay away from people's kids unless you want to activate the mama bear squad, who will eat you alive, because you do not come for anyone's cubs.
She's jealous too. She's jealous she can't, have any of that. She's always hated mothers. I mean, when she was on the outs with Shannon, someone she knew in her real life, she talked about Shannon's kids. There is no bottom here, okay, guys? Just understand who you're dealing with.
But yeah, she says and cries the moment you call her fat.
Yeah, because she's
Even when you don't call her fat, she still cries.
You will hit the most sensitive parts of people, you will literally go to the lowest of lows, but then you get mad when someone calls you fat.
No, she doesn't.
And I'm like, ma'am,
take it. She can't.
Like, seriously.
All the mamas, aunties, and uncles, we're going to give you the heat, Chantal. I am tired of people coming after mothers who try to have a platform. We have a right to have a platform just as much as the next person. Just because we're sitting here talking doesn't mean that we are not watching our kids. As a mother, my eyes are 24/7 on my children. Give me one.
I have had when I started my channel, my daughter was 9 years old, okay? And I might have had her, if I was outside doing a video and she was playing or whatever, I might have shown her here or there. And later on, as I started to do my own thing on my channel and have people up there were trolls that would take pictures from my Facebook and they would make Twitter accounts, Instagram accounts, and they would troll me with her face saying, you know, mommy, 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 all this. Okay. Put me in a very bad place for a year. Okay. So I know about this very, very well. The bottom line is if those trolls, those people see that it's affecting you, because this is what Chantel wants. She wants to see that it's affecting Mrs. Fields, so Mrs. Fields will go away, and that will just be something she'll use. She's a POS as far as that's concerned. With me, and I'm with Erie. I did everything to protect my kid. I took that on the chin, you know, at first, and then it really got me bad when somebody sent me a private video of my kid. Okay. And saying, you know, cauliflower, come out and play, all that kind of stuff. It was really getting real dark for a while. And I went off the rails. Okay.
Same here.
That's
okay,
same here.
Well,
they
I have
want
advice for people. If you're going to start a channel, okay? If you're going to start a channel, you need to make sure nothing's connected to that Google account. You need to make sure all your personal social medias are locked down. They're not public. You need to private them. And you basically need to use a sock account, but not a sock account because you'll be known for your handle, whatever. You need to use like straight up a sock account to do this shit. Your Facebook shouldn't even exist if you're going to have a channel. I'm sorry, but that is what you need to do nowadays. I don't have kids, but there's plenty of people in my life. I don't need this shit coming through. And I have locked everything down. In fact, I don't even have personal accounts like that anymore because it's just the way it is. If you want to have a Facebook, that's how most people get doxxed. Doxxed is Facebook and PayPal. Okay. But if you're going to have that
for that reason,
yeah, if you're going to have a Facebook, you need to private it. You need to have your picture, some kind of like, not even you need to have a nickname. Everyone knows you by, everyone's got nicknames in life, or you just shorten your name so that even if someone stumbles upon it, they're not going to know that it's you. And that's it. Like, you can't play with this shit. We've seen this. And it's wrong that people have to do that, but it's the way it is. How many doxing have we seen in this community? How much?
And she loves she loves doxing people. So does he. Why does he make comments about, oh, you have no picture, you know, you're not a real person? They want to have your information so that at some point they can hold something over your head. This is what he's doing with her. If she is so loyal to him, there has to be something he's got over her. I don't know what, because at this point she lets everything out there. So who cares, really? But
I mean, he's got a ton of videos. She already said he has videos of her, and also he's probably trafficking those via the internet.
She has a video, but she has pictures of him naked.
That's right too. Yeah, she's got stuff.
I'm
too.
like,
There's
I mean, to be fair, they have shit. Oh, what did I say, Andrew? What happened?
The reason why she goes after people's kids is the same reason why she goes after what she calls us old and ugly. Is because she's bitter that she can't have kids. Mm-hmm. And the reason why she keeps taking jabs at Mrs. Fields and the sound of her children playing bothers her is because she's never going to have that. She can't have that.
Well,
Facts.
That's not our problem. She ate herself there.
So she can, at her peril, she can keep on talking about people's kids. But it's going to get real for her real fast.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, I think people actually need to not engage with that. Hold on. This is going to be, I know people's instinct will be to play that, but that will only make it worse. The only thing you can do if someone's coming for you in the real world is get to authorities and document everything. Because if you play that way, you're going to be, it's going to get ugly. Has anyone heard of what happened with Yaba and Nags and MFW and Nags and all of that?
Oh yeah, all of that is crazy.
It's
messy.
You know, the best thing you can do if someone's coming for someone in your real life, you lock it all down and you handle it in the background. You don't say shit.
Well, that's what parents do. They go to the police. Like Chantal, it's not clicking in her brain that people's children are not YouTube channels, and they go to the police, they go to the authorities, they get the authorities involved because they love their children more than anything. And she she does that because of her own pain that she refuses to deal with. But unfortunately, Mrs. Fields would drop. I know she'd drop her YouTube channel if it meant protecting her children. If she had to protect her children, she would do that. Chantal doesn't have anything else. Does that make sense? So
she holds nothing near and dear to her, not even her own mother. Like I said earlier in the stream, she holds nothing near and dear to her but whatever she wants. That's why
she holds that YouTube channel near and dear to her. She
that's why she has no
YouTube channel now.
low blows about people's families, because she holds nothing close to her but herself and whatever Chantal wants. That's why she does. If she really did hold something near and dear to her that's not connected to her, she wouldn't take those low blows. If she actually truly held something near and dear to her,
I don't know. I mean, there are people that troll on YouTube that aren't as openly vile, and they still troll in that way. Some people, they'll just go for your weakness, and that's what they're doing, because in the internet, they're, people that act anonymously or whatever, like, if they don't have their name attached, she's a public figure, it's a little different. But I mean, there are some trolls that will just go for that. They might not even believe in what they're saying.
But I'm not saying trolls, though. I'm saying specifically Chantal specifically holds nothing near and dear to her. I understand that, yes, some trolls, they say whatever they want to say. But Chantal holds nothing near and dear to her. That's why she has no problem saying the things that she says. Because she doesn't hold nothing near and dear to her. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She, like I said, she sits here and she's still trying to pine for the attention of a man who not only talked about your mother, talked about your sister and your sister's and the father was in your sister's father, aka your stepdaddy, and tried to sit there and say, well, he's not her father. Excuse me, sir, that's none of your damn business whether if he is or is he not. If he raised her and he loved her and took care of her and did the best and did all that, that is her father. Period. That's not your right to sit there and to say whatsoever. But yet, as soon as say something about his mama, then he be mad. Okay, but still, shit. These crackheads, they wear me out. They wear me.
Wait, speaking of his mother, did you guys remember Chantal said that she spent thousands on his mom? And I hate to be the bad one to say this, but does anyone ever question if she was sick or not? We're never gonna know, and it could be possible either way. But I do know in these scammers, what was the name for that, where it's their business to be a con artist? Well, anyways, a lot of time my relative is sick thing is often played. And with how deplorable he has shown himself to be, I wouldn't put it past him at this point if he was doing that. Anyway, hopefully she wasn't that ill, or I don't know. I wouldn't wish illness on a woman. So I'm like, it's a scam, I believe.
Lied.
Yeah, I think so too.
He swore on his mother's life that he wasn't with Chantal. He swore on her life that he would never go back to her. He swore he did all this this bull stuff, and then he says, I was trying to get money to my mother. You didn't even come, and literally made her feel bad because she didn't jump to his tune to bring her money to him for his mom. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what? If your mom needed money, you would get your ass up and go to work.
Thank you.
Also,
she's got other kids in that country. Her other sons in that country are going to work. Believe that.
Right.
She's not depending on his ass. They know his family knows he ain't shit.
Yeah. I mean, I know of people, my family is mixed, and we have people from other cultures, and it is normal to send money back to family when that happens. But I've seen it how it's supposed to look, and when it's healthy. My siblings are not responsible to do that. Okay. That is their burden as their kid. Their money that they work for, they'll put a little bit and send it after their house is taken care of. They don't ever put themselves out, but they do put a little there and send it down. But they don't make my siblings do it. They don't abuse my siblings with that. And they don't use it as a means to control my siblings. They don't use it as a means to burden them with their thing. it's what they do because it's part of their culture. They love their family. And I think that can be a beautiful thing. Okay. When you have someone that comes from somewhere that's a lot of poverty and suffering, of course, you know, if they are a decent person, it is natural for them to want to give back. However, you can tell it's a scam when someone is the way he is acting is not normal, it's not functional, and it's not the way it's supposed to look, basically. And always be wary of that. You know, people talk about, you know, money being sent back, and in 90 Day Fiance you see a lot of people judging people who do that, and it's like, no, it's actually not a bad thing if the kid is doing that. It's just they shouldn't be putting that on anyone else, and they shouldn't be taking anyone else's money to do it. It's their money that they work for. They put some and they put that. And if you're married to that person, because I have family that's married and they are married, well, my sibling is still not giving their portion of that. It's not their responsibility, but they have no problem with their spouse and them doing that as part of how, you know, that's part of what they do with their funds. They arrange that that everything's fine in their house, and then they can, and the person sends some back. But this is different. And the problem is, whenever you look at a situation like this, people want to say, oh no, you're judging, you're being this and that, and how dare you? And it's like, no, it can be a very beautiful thing to give back, but there are red flags to look out for. And well, I mean, this is more than red flags here, you know, this is much more, but yeah, and he's making Chantel send thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, no, it doesn't look like that. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, sending money back home is not unusual. But what I couldn't understand was, at first he didn't have an ID to send the money. Then she couldn't send the money herself. She had to give it to him. It was this whole, you know,
they were layering.
No, I'm not trying to be funny, but like knowing now what he's been doing with other women, I 100% believe that he was even coercing her as far as getting money, that he was scamming her too. Like, I'm sorry, yeah. I don't believe do y'all remember when Timbit died and he got so pissed off about her even taking Timbit to the vet, about taking Timbit to the vet? That let me know right there that that was the first really big red flag where I was just like, why is he mad about her? And I'm like, oh, because he didn't want her to spend that money on peace. He wanted that money for himself. And then he flipped it. If you remember, and said, well, she said she was going to give my mom money, so why would you spend money on this animal, but you wouldn't basically give me either money? And I'm like, again.
Also, they're not even dating. Like,
but he played that card, because that was, I think if I remember correctly, that was one of the first times he mentioned his mom being sick, and he flipped that card back on her and explained why. But now knowing how he is, I'm like, oh, okay, so you were literally flipping it, so then that way it didn't look like as if you were just basically mad that you didn't get the money, but that's what it was. You were just mad that she didn't give you the money, and that the money was spent and somewhere else. Like I said, I even wholeheartedly believe that half the reason why he don't even like Pete, it's not because of the factor of that, oh, it's because he's a man or whatever. It's because the fact that she spends money on him, and then that's less money that he has that he can take from her.
You hit the nail on the head, Dre. I was just gonna say that. You just something in my brain that's exactly it, because she spends money on Pete's. Because if it was truly half and half, then it would be a lot more money she would have to give to him. But Pete isn't paying the rent or half of it. Pete isn't paying half the utilities or anything else, so it's less money for him. That's really the real reason he doesn't like Pete's.
Yeah. I saw in the comments some people were saying they're married and it's shared and they send it. That's different if you're married and you're running a household. This is a crackhead's not even real girlfriend that he's screwing some other girl and this and that. No. And also, if you're just dating, that is not a burden upon you, and they should not be putting that on you. So that's a red flag too. It's different if you're married, you're running a house, and you know the ins and outs of it all. That's different.
He would not have left his job,
and that's
if he were actually supporting his family. There's no way
do you ever think he would do that. Do you ever think he had a job though?
Oh, I believe he was working, but when Chantal laid that money on that table and told him he didn't have to go to work.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about Pete. Oh, you're talking about Pete. I thought you meant Natter. Sorry.
I'm talking about
No,
Nader.
Nader had a job. He probably had a labor job that got paid cash under the table.
His labor job was the transient labor, where you like places like Labor Ready, where you would go in, you'd show up early, and if they send you out, they send you out. If they don't, you go back home or you try in the afternoon. That's the type of job he had.
I'm familiar.
And Chantal said that one day Nader was complaining
About money.
He did not want to go to
Mhm.
work, and he was complaining the money was so bad.
And
she
she
said,
gave
well,
him money.
She gave him money, and she said, "Well, just stay because this is what you would make today, right?" And his ass never went back to work.
Well, and she's like, we see this with the girls, who's kind of like Amber. Even Life by Jen did this, wanting Jean to not work. And I mean, he's a mess too. So he's like, sure. And Amber Lynn does it with all her partners. And I've seen it even on other shows where there's again 600-pound life, but there's the other one, the doctor. Oh yeah, when they see Doctor Now and everything, but you'll see all the enablers.
My 600-pound life.
Yeah.
But that's the exact thing. But that's the same exact thing. Women. The reason why I got confused with it being Pete and Nader is because that's actually the same exact thing that happened with Pete and why he doesn't work anymore. If you remember, he was complaining about his job, and literally for verbatim, she said, "Oh, I'll take care of you. You don't have to go to work anymore." I'm like, wait, that's the same exact story. Hey,
and she tried to get Pete. She propositioned Pete, and Pete.
Yes, 90 Day Fiancé.
Pete
That's
denied her.
Too. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
She propositioned Pete like on camera, and
Yeah.
he was like, no.
Oh
She's too heavy and too bald for him now. Which I mean, don't entirely blame him, but
I don't blame him. He knows where she's been. You've had 2 gonorrhea scares in the last 3 months. No, thank you.
Oh my god.
No, thank you.
So...
Good for Pete. Good for Pete.
Well,
Right. I wonder what he really truly thinks about her. I know there's the on-camera words, but I really wonder what he truly does think sometimes.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I like when he snaps.
I think he thinks he's nasty.
I love when he gets sassy.
I need to know.
He gets really sassy with her and just starts calling her out. It's the best.
But here's the thing: if y'all remember back in the day, he used to actually shade her like hard.
He did.
Core.
He
like
did
if you
used to
remember,
shade her.
He used to shade her hardcore, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably his little way he is saying things without actually saying things, in my opinion.
As friends do.
Well, and some of the shit he said, some of the shit he said, that's not a friend. Like when you would literally sit here and comment on her hygiene and then be like, yeah, no, she hasn't been in 5 days. No, she smells. Or, I'm like, ooh.
Smells like old cheese.
I mean, if I had a friend that stink, I would tell him, but not like that. I'd sit him down and be like, listen, boo-boo. I would be really nice about it, and I would have like a real conversation, but I wouldn't I wouldn't do it in public and like the way he does.
No, he did it on camera. That's the thing. He would purposely
did it
on camera and would say it. And I'm like, that's his little jab. That was, in my opinion, that was his jabs. That was his way he had taken a little jab. Plus, I mean, if you remember, he didn't even want her. That's the thing. He did not initially even want her. That's the gag of this.
Oh, I'm sure he stinks too. Jack in the Box.
No. No, but here's the thing though. Back in the day, YouTube reject, he did not want her. He wanted Chantal's friend. But Chantal just basically wore him down too. And I'm like, learning that, I'm like, hold the fuck up. So you mean to tell me no man has genuinely wanted you? You have wore down on every man that's ever. Even BB didn't really want her. He was just a sneaky link, and that's what it was always supposed to be. No man really ever wanted to.
I think because it worked with BB, she thinks it's gonna work with everybody because she did entrap BB, and then he dated her, and she keeps thinking this will be.
No, no. If you, I mean, was it YouTube reader's question? Do you know the history of her and Pete?
Oh, I know everything about their.
She
I've been here for
technically
years,
did it with
dude.
Pete. She even technically did it with Pete. She entrapped Pete too, in my opinion.
Yeah, she did.
She completely, and she thinks because this is the way that she's gotten a man that it's like, oh, so I can just push myself upon them and they'll be mine, and it's like, no.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and I think this drives her even more nuts about Nader Taters. I think she partly likes it. Like, if Nader was as willing as the other men have, like, as she wore them down, like, if Nader actually was like, yes, let's get, I wonder what it would really look like, because part of her obsession is the drama, the push and pull, the, you know, all the toxicity. She sees it as passion. You know, and it makes her keep coming back for more. So she's very about that toxic life.
No, but I mean, but we kind of saw it when she was with the passive person. She ended up cheating on him. No.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't gonna get better than BB, man. How could she mess that up? She just bored. Yeah, she's crazy, man. She's absolutely cuckoo. I don't know what.
I think she hasn't cheated on anybody, to be honest, because like when she talks about her relationship with BB and how it all went wrong, like it's almost as if she forgets like the story that she fed everyone and goes, "Oh yeah, I cheated on him."
Well,
like,
no,
you forget
no, we know that she has cheated because Pete even said that yes, she cheated on him with BB.
Yeah, and that's partly why he hates that cat, because that cat was named BB after BB, the person that she cheated on him with.
Like Pete even openly said that she cheated on him and broke his heart. Like he's openly even said that. So I mean, we know that she's cheated, but it's like, hey, girl, like honestly, I feel like with Natter, she just would have cheated on. No, she just would have literally went on to some else, and like, isn't that the sad part? She probably would have gotten bored with him.
Well,
Like how
that's
she
why I
got
say
bored.
hopefully she never does meet a nice man, because what she would destroy his life. If she really, people are like, you deserve better. It's like, no, you don't. I mean, I do want you. I mean, if somebody gets their life together, of course, everyone, you know, if you change and like, if you put the work in to be a better person, of course, everyone in that, everyone does still deserve love in that capacity. But if you're just a piece of shit and you want to be a piece of shit forever, then no, you don't deserve better, in my opinion.
But there are people that are just DTFs. Like, she doesn't have to find a man, cheat on him. You know what I mean?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But Andrea, they're down to F, not down to smell the funk, if you know what I mean. There's a difference.
Oh, by the way,
just saying,
she met Nader Taters on POF, and I do want to say that site is notorious for a lot of these scamming guys, and a lot of actually, I wanted to bring this up before I forgot, but be wary of, you know, with dating sites, there's a lot of drug dealing that goes on through dating sites and websites and things like that. Like with POF, there's a lot of scamming guys like that as well. So in a lot of ways, it doesn't surprise me that she met someone like this on a site, because I've even gotten I don't even use that shit anymore. It's too weird, but I've even got DMs that their opening line is, "Oh, do you like to party?" Because they're trying to find a client. They're trying to find, that's their opening line. Do you want like partying, whatever? But they kind of act like they're just it's weird. It's like because they're on the dating site, so they're trying to pretend like, oh, I just want a girl that I vibe with, but really they're trying to find a client and a drug hoe. That's what they're doing. And I'm just like trolling them because it's fun.
Well, to be fair, I think she low-key was looking for her, like, well, at least with the drug part, I think she was personally looking, in my opinion. I don't think it's a coincidence that she landed on a guy like Natter. I think she was looking for that 100%.
I mean, it could be, but I'm not looking for that when I go on those sites. And I could tell you, I don't know, I've run into a lot of people that that do that. I've run into, I mean, I don't even use sites because really all these people on there are crazy as all get up. They're all obsessed with their exes. They're trying to sell, stuff. They're all like some of these people are con artists. But anyways, POF is notorious for like money scamming. So just be wary of that. Not saying everyone on there does that, but just be, if you are doing dating sites, just look at some red flags with people's language too. And hey, if that's your life and you want to hook up, have fun, but just be like safe about it because there are people on there that are freaking mental,
In the U.S., where weed is illegal, Grindr is a good app to find weed.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I was gonna say there you go. There's
Ozzy said, "Don't ask me no questions. No questions."
Right, exactly. All right. I was gonna start wrapping this up actually, so maybe we could give her last thoughts, and we'll do this another time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Andrea, do you want to start out?
Well, since she failed to drum up any support for Natter will probably be displeased with her and punish her again. Therefore, I predict a rage. And we were going to learn more truths in regards to Dee Dee's situation very soon.
Ooh.
That's all.
Thank you, Andrea. Dre, the stallion.
Don't do crack.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dre. Appreciate
You're welcome.
that.
Good life advice.
Yes. Ozzy.
Don't have a whole lot of last thoughts. I'm really surprised that Chantal's still trying to be with Natter, even with Dee Dee still there. But at the same time, I'm not surprised that, it's like, just kind of like over her shit at this point.
Yeah, I wonder what that is about because it's kind of weird how she's, kind of defending the guy, but he's not your guy anymore. But it's kind of like he is your guy if you're defending him and all that jazz. So as I always say, time will tell. So we'll see. Ali Lou, any final thoughts or words, comments?
Just thanks again for having me. I also want to say that I think the main source of COVID where this all came from was what was inside of that disgusting blue pot that Chantal has in her kitchen. So we all have her to thank for the pandemic.
Oh my God.
Other than that, thank you so much, everyone. Chat, Monty, everybody.
You're welcome, Alilu. Cauliflower.
Yeah, thank you again. Of course, it's always a fun time. I just want to say for yours, not for your sake, Monty, because I know you can handle it, but I just want to say just in general that the last 24 hours of comments that have come from that leech's little mouth, it has no reflection on your community. No matter what, we support you. That's not cool. We don't fly with that, and nothing either one of them can say could possibly ever turn us to, turn on each other or you. So just letting you know that, and love you guys.
Thank you, Cauliflower. You're always down to be my DD, I guess.
Down.
Yes.
You sound just like her. It was
right? Yeah, it's perfect. It's like beautiful. YTR.
It was so good. All right, anyways, thank you for having me on. And I just want to say, you know what? I knew one day they'd mess with the wrong one who actually, knows more about this, the striking system, and that'll actually fight this. And they think that they're on the top, but if they keep misusing this system, YouTube will start to see that this is a pattern as well. Because, there's only so many times they can play with fire this way.
Exactly.
So,
and that is why I said earlier with the Mrs. Fields getting that email saying, they're looking into it. I'm like, oh, so this is why she wasn't doing it from her account and why she's so she's changed her tune within the past few hours because you probably got an email saying, hey, we've noticed something of what you're doing, so you better be aware that you can't abuse the system.
Yeah.
And I've seen channels with like 1.5 million subscribers get gone because they have abused the copyright system. Like YouTube does not play it. It doesn't matter how big you are. You're going to get gone if you keep doing something because it is illegal to abuse the system.
Yeah, that system is meant to protect people from actually being like hurt. It's not meant to silence people that you don't like
Yeah.
because they have opinions.
Yes, it's not meant to silence your critic.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant
So
to enforce the law.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just time will tell with that, but you know, they're playing with fire, and really I don't think they, you know, are they gonna have to learn the hard way, or are they going to back up? And with the way history has gone, they don't seem to ever learn, so maybe they'll just, I don't know. But anyways, thank you for having me on, and I'm glad you did the counter appeal, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So
Yay. Keep us
thank,
posted. That's
thank,
all.
thank you so much, everybody that was here. I think we had a lot of people here. We had Erie Pepperoni, Hippie Easter was also here. We had Natural Ginger for a while. Who else am I missing?
Sandra.
Sandria. Thank you so much, and everybody else. If I missed you, I apologize, but thank you. And we are gone. Bye bye. See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.